You're about to watch another episode of The Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? When you tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. We hope to see you there.
And welcome to The Dungeon Run, a live tabletop role-playing game where your interactions help tell the tale. And a special hello to everyone watching live for the first time. Hello. I am Lord Ereban, Keeper of Secrets, and your host for tonight's campaign. And I have some news for you. I'll get to that in a moment. Together, we stand witness as our intrepid adventurers face terrible danger and most certain doom in their quest for glory, valor, and most importantly, treasure. Throughout our time together, you will be called upon to help guide decisions made within the game. In addition to our live chat interactions, those that are brave enough can purchase one of 7 unique digital items. If you love the show, you can show love. When you buy Show Love, Jeff will see it and may read your name out during the game, showing you some love. And of course, you can show love to any member of the team. Civ just shivved a thing? Show love. Enjoy Lily's new song? Show love. You get the idea. It's those simple gestures that are so thoughtful and mean the most. Also, you could bestow upon the adventuring party the gift of advantage, the ability to roll a pair of 20-sided dice at once and take the highest. Or for those of you that feel the players have had it too easy, you can set the trap of disadvantage. If a player has advantage, this disadvantage will counter it. And if the player does not have an advantage, well, they will roll a pair of 20-sided dice and take the lowest. After all, life is pain. Or perhaps you'll want to be the wind at our adventurers' backs and allow them to draw from the Force of Good deck. Or, to add an even greater challenge to the adventure, you could purchase a Force of Evil card. Now, when you buy one of these digital items, please specify which player at the table it is for, or I will make the choice for you! Good. But that is not all. Please remember, it's on you. You can purchase an IOU, and each time you do, it will light a Force of Good candle. And when the goal of 20 candles is reached, a Force of Good card will be awarded to a random member of the team. Pretty good, eh? If at the end of tonight's adventure there are candles still lit, they will carry over to the next show. Oh, and please disregard Milo's bowl again. We removed it, but Milo, you know him, a little sneaky one. He put it back at the last minute. It is still not working. Please leave it alone. Trust me, it's bad for the team, for me, for you, for everyone, for the universe. Nothing more to be said about that. Also, you have the power to submit your idea for a Force of Good or Force of Evil card. And we might use it on the show. Head over to thedungeonrun.fandom.com to submit. You can upload your fan art there as well. And to those who have already submitted, I see you, and I thank you. And we have shirts! Yes, Dungeon Run shirts! And I have some news about the shirts. Yes, I do. If you've been thinking about buying a shirt, but haven't yet, listen up. Soon, some designs will be put away in my dungeon vault and will no longer be available for purchase. So I recommend you act soon. And on that note, you can get 20% off all orders with the code THANKS, THANKS, from November 23rd to November 30th. I'll be nice and keep all the current shirt designs available for the sale. And now, the shirts. The Dungeon Run logo. Boom. Rosy Cheeks Pub and Tavern Hall. Meep lives. I am human. The pirate disguise shirt, and my personal favorite, and should be yours as well, Lord Eraban's Dungeon Run. Lower right there. And Life is Pain. All fails for Jorrel. Left side. Let the dice roll. Yes, the whole crew is there. Look at their faces are on it. And Respect, on the far right, to the Candles and the Candle Queen. Head to the dungeonrun.fandom.com for more info. And before we begin tonight's adventure, I have something to tell you. This is the Dungeon Run, yes? But how about a Dungeon Run marathon? I agree, that would be fantastic. So yes, it will happen. There will be a Dungeon Run marathon starting this Saturday, November 23rd at 9 a.m. Pacific. Write it down. November 23rd, 9 a.m. Pacific, right here on caffeine.tv/The Dungeon Run. Over 100 hours of dungeon running. All of Jeff's episodes, followed by Amy's Mending of Magic. Get lots of popcorn ready, or if you're an illithid, brains. And since our adventurers will be spending time with their families while Milo and I celebrate our own Thanksgiving, yes, there won't be a new episode of the Dungeon Run next week. But we'll be back with a brand new episode on Wednesday, December 4th. Okay? Now, let's meet our brave souls, the cast of characters. Please welcome Katie Michaels as Lily Dumblestock.
Hi.
Hi. Ronald Ogden as Argo. Morgan Peter Brown as James Quillers. The Maracas, yes? Jessica Lynn Parsons as Fahima Tig.
Hi, everyone.
Ha! You gotta love it. Jared K. Jack as Civ Red Thistle.
So I heard a nasty rumor from Jeff that you're a Nickelback fan. Is that true?
Move along, Jared. Move along! And our dungeon master himself, Mr. Jeff Canate.
I heard, man, Nickelback to back to back to back, right?
I know, I played it a lot, I'm sorry. It was a phase, all right, Jeff? Now, as our journey continues, I, Lord Eraban, will be joining you in your social conversations around the game. So keep an eye out for my avatar and my comments. And before we begin, I have a favor to ask of you. It would give me great pleasure if you would share the show. Just click below and let all of your admirers know that you are watching the Dungeon Run. Now, keep the comments coming, be ever vigilant, and let the dice roll!
Yeah! Are you guys ready tonight? Yes. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a very, very fun one. Welcome, new watchers, first-time watchers. We love seeing you. Thanks for being here. I'm so excited. Shall we catch everybody up?
Please.
All right. It started as a simple dungeon run. But where these adventurers are at this very moment, barreling down the road in and atop their own custom travel wagon, being pulled by a team of giant flightless attack birds, staring at a raging gang of axe-wielding marauders, riding at them on a collision course at breakneck speed, nothing really seems so simple anymore. It was the amulet they found in that original dungeon that changed everything, the Secret Keeper's amulet, an item that has brought chaos and adventure to their lives and launched them on an epic quest. It has given you power, as watchers of the time stream, to break through into their reality and influence the events of Ain. But it is also a relic of the past that gives the team access to hidden memories of a time lost to history and lost to war. The Wardens, Ain's colossal protectors since the end of the Great War of Ideas, have been stolen from the land, and Civ, Fahima, James, Uggo, and Lily are tracking them down. The two they have located and liberated so far have revealed glimpses of the past through the amulet that have generated more questions than answers. And so, the quest to find more Wardens continues. But along the way, the group has also managed to do good, becoming heroes in their own right, growing in experience and power and galvanizing into a team. A nameless team, but a team nonetheless. They saved Lily's home island of Bingle from attacking sea monsters, rescued her family from an underwater prison, and secured their travel back to safety. And most recently, brought law and order back to the town of Winkburg by figuring out a way to reverse a curse on the Duke that had transformed him into a duck. The curse had been applied by a dark wizard known as the Ashen Mage, who seems to be a key figure in the disappearance of the Wardens. After she cursed the Duke, trade was disrupted in Winkburg and lawlessness took hold. The party realized this quickly when they came face to face with a group of roughnecks riding vicious four-legged birds calling themselves the Flock. The team only avoided violent conflict with them when Civ handed them 250 gold to leave. In investigating Winkburg and the Ashen Mage's residence there, they found new spells, a hideous abomination cobbled together from limbs of the dead, and clues pointing them to another possible Warden location, the active volcano in the Nelrim mountain range known as Sky Scorcher Peak. When the Duke rewarded them for their deeds with a tailor-made Vardo and 3 of their very own Achaieriders birds to pull it, they had to learn to command the creatures in order to embark on their journey. Fahima's mastery of the Achaieriders, with clever help from the amulet, resulted in the birds gaining special feats beyond their normal abilities, loyalty, and endurance. Setting out from Winkburg, the team traveled north, on a course west of the Nelrim mountain range toward the dwarven city of Daltothum. As the team began their long journey, Fahima cast a new spell, allowing her to triangulate the unique arcane signature of the Wardens. James sent a magical message across time and space, and Uggo studied a new book, beginning his own journey, learning to read. Meanwhile, up front, driving the Achaieriders pack, Lily and Civ made a connection through poetry and song, holding hands as the sun crossed the sky and the long road expanded before them. But their reverie was soon shaken by a familiar sound, the harsh, rhythmic battle anthem of the Flock. Which brings us back to this moment. Civ and James climbing atop the roof of the Vardo, the wind blowing their hair wildly, Lily clutching the reins as the four-legged birds tear down the road, dirt and rocks kicking up in their wake, Fahima and Uggo alert and ready in the coach, and a group of angry outlaws on an intercept course. So, we're about to dive in. Gotta do a little business first. Firstly, thank you everybody showing love already. We love those wonderful balloons as they pop up. Chaotic Brain, Gamershare, Snake Master 89, Eagle Eye 123321, the Wookiee King, and others. Thank you so much for the balloons. We love them. There were a couple of cards, Forces of Good, that we had at the end of last episode that didn't get paid off. So we'll do those right now. Civ, you got a Force of Good from Joker 38.
Joker.
James, you have a bevy of cards.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Birthday.
Birthday, buddy.
4 cards total.
Oh, my goodness.
2 from Patyrus Stormblade.
Oh, my goodness.
1 from Snake Master 89, and 1 from Mr. Whisper.
Thank you so much.
So,
that's incredible.
try not to drown.
All right,
those.
hang on, let me, all right, 2 from
Uggo, you've got a
Patyrus.
pair of your own.
Oh, yeah.
1 from the Wookiee King and 1 from Aegis 13.
Nice to stand down.
All right. Civ, shall we start with you?
Word. The magic of friendship. With Civ's honesty, Fahima's kindness, James's generosity, Uggo's loyalty, and Lily's laughter, your friendship has created an unbreakable bond. Before going into battle, tell your comrades, friendship is magic. Everyone gains 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, thanks.
That's lovely. You say that right now?
Take it.
Yeah, I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, friendship's magic.
Why did you say that, Civ?
I agree.
I don't understand.
All right. Morgan, you are up. You believe you got some reading to do.
Right, yes, I do.
Reading a small novel for us?
Yes. Well, who? Dang it.
Two
All
from
right.
Patara Stormblade.
One from Snake Master 89. Who was the fourth?
Mr. Whisper.
Mr. Whisper, of course. All right. The first that I will say is from Mr. Whisper is, does anyone have some orange slices? Viewer submitted. Delicious orange slices appear, which heal you for 10 HP. Also, if you've been knocked prone, you can stand back up again without using any of your movement.
Ooh,
That's very
good.
nice. I like it. Like a good soccer match. Vardozer from Snake Master 89. Also, viewer submitted. In a moment of retconning, the Watchers of the Time Stream allow you a one-time use of the Overrun feat for your Achaieriders. Oh, wow. Fascinating.
Heck yeah.
I like it. One of the ones from Pytyrus, those warden abs, viewer submitted. You feel a tightening in your stomach and find that you have chiseled abs reminiscent of the wardens without having to plank even once. All acrobatic and athletic rolls have +2 for 24 hours. Flaunt it while you got it. Okay, nice. And Ancestors of Thorn. Uggo's ancestors look proudly upon you in the midst of battle. For one round, they add their battle prowess to yours, adding +4 to any successful damage roll.
Oh.
I like it. I like it.
Well,
All right. Uggo.
there you go.
Thank you.
So the first one was Wookiee King and the second one was Aegis...
13.
13? Cool. Thank you both very much. So for Wookiee King, don't feed the Duke. You recall how happy the Duke was for the seeds that Fahima gave him, and throw a handful at your nearest enemy. 5 ducks storm out of the amulet, causing 2d6 damage from their nibbles. Maybe he had a point about the feeding. And then from Aegis 13, put a feather in it. A Robin Hood-style hat appears on your head. All ranged attacks are +2, including magical, for 1 turn. Plus a phoenix feather adorns the top. Is that Meeps?
Cute. All right. So, the flock is upon us, which means, of course, we need that sweet flock music. You are in the Vardo. You are traveling at high speed, Lily clutching the reins. I don't think I have to be up here. This is how we ended things last time.
Yeah. You probably
there
didn't
is.
do the
please
whole
don't hurt
episode there.
There are trees rushing by you on this road, a dirt road, a rocky road, but one that has been used quite frequently out of Winkbird. You're a ways out of Winkbird at this point, but you feel the wooden wheel clanging and bumping on these things because you're going at a much higher rate as Lily hits the reins, and the Achaieriders are in full speed at this point, just dashing, and they're 4 clawed legs grabbing the ground and pulling them faster and faster. Civ and James are on the top of the Vardo, wind blowing their hair, looking out, and they see the 4 riders, the 4 flock on the backs of their Achaieriders. The same birds that you have tamed, they ride, but they ride them in a very different manner. They've got handlebars that seem to be mounted to a saddle on the back, and they're high handlebars. These are marauders wearing leather jerkins that seem to have a symbol emblazoned on the back. They've got goggles and scarves around their necks. They're holding weapons. Each of the 4 Achaieriders holds 2 of these marauders. One riding, holding the handlebars, the other usually back to back. There's 1 or 2 that may be, holding front ways, but there are 2 drummers. Boom, 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 and you hear even almost kind of singing and screeching, and it is this crescendo of sort of a heavy metal beat coming at you, coming on an intercept course, which is the phrase I couldn't remember last week, and having a trajectory that is going to head you off at the pass. So that's where we left off, and that's where we're picking up.
So 4 birds, 8 riders.
Correct.
What is the terrain like not on the road? Is this grassland? Is this hilly? Is this...
There are trees, there are rocks. As you continue going, it seems to be changing, and you're kind of going up slightly a little bit as you go forward, but they seem to be meeting you before that rise in the distance.
Okay. No real cover anywhere that we can see.
There are a few trees that along the sides of the road, but it's not thick.
Are they coming you said there's 4 different birds?
There are 4 birds.
Achaieriders.
Yes.
Are they coming like this, kind of? They're coming to meet at a point, or
You're going along like this, and they are all 4 of them sort of in a line coming at
From
you,
one
riding
side.
in formation.
Okay.
Yeah.
One side.
Yeah.
Okay.
How far away are they right now?
Yeah.
They are gaining on you fast, and they're coming to meet you from ahead of you, really. They're not even coming up alongside you. They're coming to meet you like this, and one assumes try to head you off and prevent your progress. They're a ways out at this point, maybe, 200 feet,
Okay.
150 feet, they're gaining on you fast. 100 feet, they're coming. They started as small specks, and you heard the sound first, but they're going at a very fast rate, as fast as their birds can carry them, and your birds are, so that distance is closing quickly.
Are the drummers? Sorry.
turn it,
Are the
please.
drummers in the back or in the front, or are they kind of?
The drummers are in the back. There are 2 birds that have drummers on them, and again, it's a rider in front, and then back to back, the drummer on the boom, like that. So they're creating this crescendo, and then the other 2 birds that don't have actual drummers do have someone also on the back that seems to be creating music and song and adding to the cacophony, adding to the rhythm and the.
And there's no mistaking their intentions. They are.
Well, I'm not going to speak for you.
But,
they're certainly coming.
but it's are swords drawn? Are like?
Yeah, there
they're
is
obviously.
the one on that's on the front of the pack literally is on the back with its feet a battle axe, a hand axe
Yeah,
with
nice.
2 sides on it, holding like this, coming up fast, holding the.
Okay.
Yes.
This doesn't look friendly.
Definitely not.
If they're even within 200 feet, the maximum range of my bow is actually 320.
Okay.
So if I see them obviously cutting us off and they're obviously going to be hostile, I'm going to, what is this cool little gold thing
Because you
sticking
also
up
put
here?
2.
I think it's decoration.
Little chimney.
It's like a little, yeah.
Do you want it to be
Outsplashed
red?
can hold it.
in front of them, then didn't-
I mean, well,
No,
You wanna use it for?
I would like to use it by going over and essentially taking one of my leather straps and undoing it and tying myself to it.
Absolutely.
And then I'll
The
start-
reception of your cable isn't going to be great anymore.
We don't still have,
That's our dish
Your
now.
direct TV,
Hey, what's going on?
my HGTV goes.
Ugo is watching his stories.
we don't still have those harness clip things from the sailboat, do we?
No, you left those
I
on
had to
the
give them
tardy
back. That's what I
plunders.
figured. Okay.
You just called the tardy plunder a sailboat.
On that little yacht we were on.
You know that little
standing right here.
somewhere. So hard cringes.
I'm gonna wrap it around my knee to the post so
Yep.
that I can steady myself.
Love it.
And I'm gonna take out my bow, knock an arrow, and I'm just gonna start arc firing it out their way.
Okay, are you trying to hit them, or are you just?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I especially want to hit the guy that I gave the 250 gold to.
So you can roll to see if you
Eye on the
you
literal
hit.
prize.
You have advantage from Half-Blood Phoenix Fire, but it was blocked
Oh.
by guess who?
Queso.
Gato.
Getting a real reputation. Yeah, and Eldritch Blast range is 120 feet as well. So I, as I mentioned, I think at the end of last week, I'll as soon as they get within that range, I'll start peppering the grounds in front of them.
By the way, like the end of Back to the Future, taped it back together. They're back.
Is that a sports almanac? No.
No, it's the letter that he gives to Doc that says they're gonna
All line.
Okay. Sorry.
Now, if I remember correctly, it goes 80, 160, 320. So are they at the 160 medium range?
They're at the 160. Yeah.
Okay, so does that give me...
And even probably closer at this point. I mean, as each second passes, they're getting
Right.
very close to you at this point.
Fahima, you might want to come up here.
Are they within the 80 yet?
We're right on the cusp of that.
Okay.
Might be a time for one of those fireballs.
Well, then
roll?
Climb up.
Yeah, I did. But the thing is if they're medium range, then I think I roll at disadvantage or I get a negative because
If they're beyond your higher number, yes.
beyond the higher number.
You have 3 numbers? You should have 2, right?
I think it's 80, isn't it 80, 160, 320?
No, it should just have
Do
2
two
ranges.
numbers.
Yeah, it's 80 and 320.
Yeah.
So then
beyond the.
between 80 and 320, it's
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, then I need to roll another dice.
Before they can get too close, I'm gonna disguise self. just you.
Okay, what would you
So,
like to disguise yourself?
As the leader.
Okay, so you, sitting up there holding the reins, you cast your spell, and you didn't really get a super good look at them, but you remember from meeting them in the campsite at Cornelia's camp.
Yeah.
And it's mostly covered. You have goggles. You're humanoid. You're still your size, and that humanoid you saw was small-ish. Wasn't quite as small as you, but was small-ish. And you gain leather gloves, a leather jerkin, goggles, a scarf.
Yeah, I basically want when they approach, they see themselves driving.
I love it.
Okay?
Okay.
As I look down to call out to Fahima, I suddenly see this different person drive. Oh!
Hey guys, it's me.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll climb up and cast mage armor as I do it.
Wellness next time.
So, Fahima, you lean out of the Vardo as well, grab onto the handhold that you guys had specifically installed on it, swing around, and you're on the side of this thing as it's going, your hair is flapping in the wind, Meep feeling the wind on you as well, and you pull yourself up on top, which gets you up on here.
James, I'm not going to cast a fireball. I refuse to hurt the Achaieriders.
Oh boy, all right.
Being controlled.
Okay, I know, but
Maybe you can swap places with one of them to get them off.
what do you mean?
With that spell where you can teleport.
No, I can't swap places with anyone, and I
Just
would
take people with you.
do some damage. Yes, I will. I would also hurt the cart.
You guys are going at quite a fast pace here. Both of you roll a dexterity saving throw.
Is that when you land?
You're tied to the roof, so you don't need to.
I also have my claws. So.
Yeah, it's a spell meant to get you out of.
I
a
got an
dangerous
11 with
situation.
disadvantage, so I think I missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Yes,
your
saves.
arrow sails into the air, hits the ground several feet in front of the Achaierid. Its claws come back, smack the arrow, break it in half as it continues heading toward you.
Do we have any advantage on the dex saving throws?
James, you have advantage from Hazamus,
Thank you.
but it was countered by Queso Gato.
That's all right.
Fahima, you have advantage from Sneebu Gator, but it was
Don't
countered
even say it.
countered by Eagle Eye 1, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Eli, you traitor.
Not good.
13.
Not good.
The animals are
8.
returning you.
All right, so Fahima, you get jostled a little bit. You kind of go down on one knee. James, you go over the side.
Whoa!
Oh, I'll try to catch him.
Yeah, roll. Roll a.
Those warden abs. All acrobatic and athletic rolls have +2 for 24 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, roll acrobatics, and we'll see if you can grab on. You guys have installed those handles, so were they not there? I'm not sure I'd allow this this roll here.
What am I rolling for? To
grab on?
Dex?
Are you trying? You already fell onto your knee, but you didn't tumble.
I was gonna try and
With your
help
13?
him not fall off.
I think you're not going to be able to do that
Okay.
because your dexterity saving throw caused you to sort of, get knocked.
Okay.
You have advantage from False Star.
So I'm just rolling an acrobatics check.
Yeah, we're going to see how this
Advantage.
this works.
Copy. 11
Wow, it's a
with
big modifier.
advantage. Not good.
All right. So you're going over the side. Ugo, you see him going over the side, and he hits the dirt.
Oh.
Take,
36.
yeah, it's two. Just 2. 10 points of damage.
Ouch.
Owie.
Fahima, as you guys are talking about your spell plan, you hit a bump. James topples over. You see him. You see his cloak flop over, and then a cloud of dust come up. I'll go from inside the coach. You definitely see him go over the side.
Okay.
Lily, stop the Vargo.
I got him!
off.
I got him! I'm gonna
Whoa.
jump out.
Okay.
I'll slow the Achaierid down too.
All right.
Slow down to what rate?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm not used to driving, so I'm gonna pull on the reins to stop him and see what happens.
Okay. So
Ugo takes a dive off the Vardo.
yeah. You're gonna dive roll out of there?
Yeah.
You can roll an acrobatics check.
He's pretty quick.
Ugo, you have advantage from Twinsen, but it has been countered by Eagle Eye 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
I see you.
You probably run twice as fast as the Vardo.
Better a Vardo than a
Vardo or Vargo?
than a ship. Vardo.
Vardo.
Like Bridget
not
Vardo.
Vardo, it's Gardo.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
10.
All right, so you land with a thud as well. Not it's not elegant,
Right.
but you landed
I
in.
get out there.
You get out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick him up and then run to the Varda.
Yeah, you're a ways ahead of him at this point because
Yeah.
the Vardo had
Yeah.
continued to move, but you run and scoop him up. Easy to pick up with your ogre strength.
Yeah.
Should we go
orc
back or
strength.
should we try to deter them in another direction?
Why are you asking me? You make the decision.
I did. Oh,
Lily, roll an animal handling check for me.
Okay.
this was an
you have
accident.
advantage from Snebugator.
Navigator, thank you.
As soon as I feel her jerking on the reins and slowing us down, I know Fahima's gonna eat it off the front when we screech to a halt.
Yep.
So I'm just going to, still holding onto the bow, kind of lower this hand down and grab onto that metal bar and then reach out and grab onto Fahima.
I got a
Okay.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they follow your commands. These are loyal animals, and you do an excellent job of sort of slowing them down. You need to roll a dexterity saving throw for me. You do have advantage from Mickey Wolf 19, but it was countered by Queso Gato.
Can I give her advantage by grabbing onto her?
Well, no, we're not going to mess with the economy of this, but we'll see what happens if she topples.
Okay.
She also did tell me that to stop the thing, so you would have known it was going to stop, right?
Yeah.
But she doesn't have anything to grab on.
It's you're on the roof
Yeah,
of
yeah,
a
yeah.
thing, and you don't know how abruptly that happens.
14.
14. So, between you and Civ's reflexes, he sort of grabs onto you. You're falling off to the side a little bit. You move forward almost past him. You reach out with your hand and grab the scruff of her neck and kind of haul her in, and you both
like
are
a little kitten.
yeah. I'll go in, James.
Licks her
I
forehead.
have a very stupid idea. And is it possible for me to get in front of the charging, like in between them charging at the cart and the Vardo? Like, or are they?
Yeah, I mean,
behind us?
now that you are basically stopped, they're getting up to you real quick.
All right,
In fact,
I would like to kind of triangulate a position because I have something in mind.
So you want to get out ahead of the?
No, not ahead of ours. Ahead of the flock. I want to.
So they're coming on this side.
Right.
Okay.
Up at you here.
But they're past us, right? I mean, I fell off, and they must have.
They're up. So again, you guys are coming this way. You could see them coming at you this way, right?
Right.
So if you stop, they're gonna gain on you from your.
And we fell off probably like 30 feet back.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Yeah, easily. So I mean, this is what I would like to try, and let me know if is as much as I can. I would like to run over and get within a 30-foot cone of several of the Achaieriders. Not ours, theirs.
Well,
All right.
I picked you up. I didn't carry you. If that's what you want me to do, I will carry you over there. I've got it, especially since
could
they're
work,
coming
too.
at us. I'm aggressive. It means extra movement.
Okay.
speed, So.
Are they carrying fire in any capacity?
You haven't perceived them having fire.
Okay, not like cigarettes or anything. Just imagine that, like
No. You know what? They're bad guys. They're not that bad.
They're bad
They
guys.
still
They're
care about their
still-
respiratory health.
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
They're healthy.
They
Don't smoke.
literally
Don't
ride on smoke-emitting monsters, but they don't.
Are you a bad guy? You too can be.
Yeah. I'm not crazy. Okay, so you guys, you carry James over here, and
we have markers for the other Achaieriders?
yeah.
Because I will also need to know for a spell that I want to do.
Well, are you guys gonna stay parked at this point? Are we having a fight?
It looks like.
Yeah, I think it looks
Well, we
like
can
that's
also
going to be
charge
the
'em.
attempt.
At some point.
I would just. I
I
would
just
like.
stopped it because
You're casting a spell.
Yeah,
That's
I
an
would.
attack.
I'd like to. I'd like. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
like
let's
to.
roll initiative
Yeah,
then.
Okay.
Plus, I got a couple things that go off as soon as that happens. So,
Okay. Let's roll initiative.
Oh.
just so you know, Jeff,
Yeah.
from the crab
Ooh,
face
me.
tattoo,
Yeah.
I took poison as my resistance.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Siv, I believe once we go into initiative, you get wood.
Yep.
Get what?
Armor. Wood armor.
Turns.
Civ, you have advantage from Graham B23. Fahima, you have advantage from Mickey Wolf 19,
Thank
but it
you,
was
Mickey.
countered by Queso Gato. James, you have advantage from TK421. Uga, you have advantage from Drew from It, but it was countered by Grim Faded. Lily, you have advantage from Dr. Sparks, but it was countered by Queso Gato.
Well, I rolled a 20.
Whoa!
I rolled a not natural 20. In your face, Queso Gato.
All right, so I'm wondering if we should be mapped now, or if you guys are gonna start up again.
Our
You're gonna-
positioning is going to become important.
Yeah, I think we should map now.
Okay,
That's mine.
mapping now.
Have we ever
Just-
drawn a
just
map on this
telling ya.
table?
Yeah.
We did for the warden fights.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
For the dragon warden
flash
fight.
map.
Yeah.
How appropriate.
All right.
Indeed.
Oh, there's lots of trees.
And there's a big old cliff there too.
Okay.
That's right. You guys have not really gotten to
Throw
it yet.
them off.
Okay.
But not the Achaieriders. They can't fly.
Try to fly.
Try to fly. The try to fly.
Try to fly. Try to fly. Hilarious.
Yeah. So we will still be behind. Elgo and I would be behind them though. Right, Jeff? Because we
That's us.
fell off.
But this is us, though.
What do you mean?
I thought you
Yeah,
ran
but
to
we
the
moved
front.
up.
I thought you
Oh no,
told me.
I wasn't. I was more trying to basically get closer to the ramp, the marauders coming towards.
They're going to
us.
be coming at you from this direction.
Okay, if that's where they're. Okay,
Yes.
got it. Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Siv's up here.
Yeah. That's fine.
Interrupting the satellite.
The TV's not working.
I'll go need his stories.
We don't have markers yet for the other Achaieriders?
They're coming.
They're coming.
Marsha!
Elgo, what are you
Coming down this road at you. Boom, boom, boom.
These are the
Dang,
days.
got a bunch of them.
Oh, wow.
These are the days
These-
of the lives of Winkberg.
These are the lives.
Those come pre-painted?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
They all both have each have 2 people on them.
They nasty.
Did you bring putty?
No, I'm not going to try that. Not going to even attempt that.
As if that's the
Hot glue
craziest thing we've
We're gonna hot glue stuff in the middle of the show.
I love some
hot
last
glue.
minute crafts.
We're gonna knock them out right
Put
away.
these down, and I'm going to have to move them immediately, if not sooner.
What was the glue thing that we kept talking about? Hodgepodge or Mod?
Oh,
Hodgepodge.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Everybody corrected it in YouTube.
All right, so we got initiative rolls, right?
Yeah.
Siv.
27.
Wow.
Behemoth.
Heck,
Without
I thought
advantage?
I rolled high.
That-
20.
Yeah.
James.
15.
I'll go.
17.
Lily.
24.
Wow, guys. Wow.
Just because I have a card here, what order do yours go in? Kanata. Bless Blandana.
Yeah,
If that is your name.
That's your name.
It's not his name.
Oh, I have advantage, but it was countered.
laughing.
Advantage from Eagle Eye 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, but it was countered by Ray No Hey. But I did roll very high. So mine go.
Mine go?
Mine go third. Go Civ, Lily, everybody, all bad people. Civ, Lily, bad people, Fahima, I'll go James, unless you want to swap that.
They are going to swap with James. James
So they'll
and
go
them are
last?
gonna swap. They will go last.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yep. In addition, the closest, I'm just going to choose the closest one to me. DC 13 will save, Ducktail. Polymorph spell cast on you, a Ducktail sprouts from your backside. At the beginning of the next combat, your opponent must make a DC 13 will save, or you get a surprise extra basic melee attack against the enemy.
Okay. Will save?
Yep.
Okay.
Right on, right on.
No doubt, no doubt.
Cool, cool, cool.
18.
Yep. Cool. And then immediately.
Cool, guys.
Yeah, when it's my turn.
Also, Fahima, you got 2 cards. One from Joker 38, that is a force of good. And one from Grim Fated, that is a force of evil.
It's all right.
Fruits
What
of
a
the dead,
balance.
I gotta take the hate with the love.
yeah. We also have balloons. Reno, hey, Baby Strength, Death, Ace, XOXO, Seth Leopard.
Nice.
You must be loving the music right now.
yeah.
Dark Knight 1776 and others. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Who's evil from? I got Joker 38 for the good, and
Grim Fated.
Grim.
Civ, you got a force of good from Dresden Dark.
Sweet. Thanks,
got it.
Dustin.
All right, so my force of good is called the Healing Hands of Maud.
6 blocks.
You're listening to about Maud, your
Sorry.
lover.
She is not. She wishes.
Yes, she is.
She does actually wish that. As you lie injured, you feel warm, calloused hands on your body.
Intense.
Maud utters a soothing word in your ear. I love you, James. That wasn't part of the card, that was me.
Thank you.
And you gain 1d12 hit points.
Oh.
Her calloused hands heal, but also cause 1d4 psychic damage. Wow.
So one-d-8.
And then the force of evil is called Clam-tastrophe. Everyone hears a sudden crunch. You look down and see that the ground is covered in broken clamshells. From now until the end of the combat, Take 1 point of piercing damage for every 5 feet you move as the clamshells pierce your footwear.
Ouch.
Also, this will be considered difficult terrain for the duration.
Oh, that sucks.
What the heck?
So half speed and you take 5
That's
or one
horrible.
one piercing for every 5 feet? That
I
sucks.
could snooze it.
Well, it's time. I can teleport.
Just deal with it.
That's
You guys want to deal with it? All right, cool.
I mean, let's just see how bad it gets.
No, fine.
I only have 35 hit points.
Stay on top of
So
that.
that's how many feet I can move times 5.
Stay
You
on
guys
top of
want
that
to deal
hard
with
just-
it?
Do your
Snipe.
thing.
So is it just you or all of us?
I think it's just me.
Okay.
Everyone heard the crunch, but I think
It's just you.
it's just me that takes
Got
the
it.
piercing damage.
Got
It's
it.
a really powerful.
That would be very
that'd be
powerful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah.
Everybody stop moving.
It's like legendary action.
We've gotten some harsh ones.
Yeah, we have.
Or I'll just use the healing hands of Maud if I want to move.
Yeah.
Everybody good?
Yep.
Let me
so.
get this out of the way.
Oh, sure.
Thank you, Dresden. Meep's Blazing Reversal. If a spell... Thank you. If a spell that deals fire damage targets and is about to hit an ally within 15 feet of Meep,
This person watches the
Meep
show.
can absorb the spell and send it back to its caster, dealing half the initial damage that would have been dealt.
Oh, okay.
So if an enemy casts a fire spell,
Correct.
then that would be useful?
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
If they cast fire spell at us, if Meep is within 15 feet of any of us, of whoever's getting the spell shot at them, she's going to
reflects it
absorb
back.
it and send it back.
Nice.
For half damage. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like it.
It's like fire protection.
Cool.
I like it.
Well, Meep absorbs half of it, but she doesn't take that much damage, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because that would just insta-kill her.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Don't worry, don't worry.
All right.
Okay. We are in initiative order, so Civ, you're up.
Undo the strap. You say you have something planned, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get in front of me!
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. 5, 10.
I really thought a lot more was going to happen before you guys stopped, but whatever.
Well, then sometimes your warlock fails dexterity
Yeah,
saving throws,
sometimes
so
it just falls off the top of the
So,
car.
Do you wanna,
and then you carry him
rip
to
up
the
another
front.
piece of
I
paper?
don't know.
Basically.
Run, jump, flip, dash over into this tree, bush,
Okay.
whatever
Tree,
that is.
yeah.
And then I'm going to use the hide action to hide behind the tree so they don't know where I'm at, hopefully.
Okay. Why don't you roll a stealth for me just to see if they spotted you go into the tree?
That's just your bonus action, right? You can still have an action.
Right.
Yeah, but I have to use some of my action to get there because my movement is halved because of the wood skin.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
So you do have advantage on this roll from the Carson.
This is stealth.
That's the Carson. You.
So that would be
Mr.
a
Carson was my father.
28.
Yeah, you're a whisper in the night. You get over to that tree, and you successfully, you believe you are successfully hidden. Doesn't seem like they caught you. They're coming up at a very high rate at this point. See if that concludes your turn,
Yep.
Lily.
Okay, I'm gonna do this card. Ain't no party like a warlock party. So in an attempt to get the first one, the first Achaieriders, you choose an enemy, an inky black tendril comes up from the ground beneath them, yanking them this way and that, almost as if they're dancing. They must make a DC 15 dex saving throw or fall prone.
Nice.
And you're targeting the Achaieriders?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Fun. Very fun.
Oh, targeting the Achaieriders.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a spell that I get access to next level.
Yeah.
And that's the first one up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. 16.
No!
Dang.
Ooh.
Nice try, nice try.
I'm gonna have a reroll.
I'm sure somebody is somewhere. No. So these, you know, the amulet flashes and blinks twice. These inky black tendrils come up. The Achaieriders with its forelegs steps over them, manages to avoid the grasp of this magical attack. Is that going to conclude your turn?
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast my Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Unless one of them is a cantrip, you can't do that.
Oh yeah, you got to do it. Yeah, you can't do 2 spells unless one of them is a
Yeah.
cantrip.
Oh.
Yeah, even if it's a bonus
I see.
action.
Then as my bonus action, I will give James Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How?
Okay. So
Inspired.
that means you're up to
You got
Fahima.
this, James.
Thank you.
You're up to Fahima.
I feel 1d8 better.
It's not James's turn? Didn't he swap places with the bad guys?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
I think you might.
That's correct.
Oh.
So wait, if you swap, James was 5th.
He's last. He was last.
And the bad boys.
they're
Swap
last.
with the bad guys.
Bad guys are
Correct.
before me. I think.
Yes,
So we all
you're
go
right. So
before
he's
that.
3. Yeah. Sorry.
Jared, do you
confused.
still have the bag of dice?
Yeah,
Can I have it?
sure.
Cool. James, you're up.
Okay. Can I
Bardically
see
inspired.
your graph of the 30-foot cone,
Yeah, man.
please?
Okay.
Thank you. Very handy dandy cone here. That's a 15-foot cone, but we'll just. Okay, so I'm with Uggo. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to step to the front of the line. Wow. 5, 6. I want to get as many of them in it as possible.
I really hope you know what you're doing.
I say, so do I. I pull out my arcane focus. And I say, you picked the wrong cart, and I cast Fear.
Okay.
30-foot cone.
Yep.
I project a phantasmal image of a creature's worst fears. Every creature in a 30-foot cone must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or drop whatever they're holding and become frightened for the duration. While they are frightened, they must take the dash action and move away from me by the safest available route on every one of their turns.
All right.
That affects everyone in the Achaierai.
Charai rolled a 17, first one.
That saves.
Second one rolls a 12.
That fails.
All right,
But it
so
also
this one-
includes them, right?
It includes the people on them as
Yep.
well.
Yeah, we'll get into that. First guy is a 7, so he leaps off and starts to run away. And then the second one is also leaps off. And starts to run away. And then
Just jump
I mean,
off.
it's on their turn, so I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, they will have to do that on their turn.
Okay,
I'll just
we'll remember that. So both of them, and what about the 2 on the back of the second one?
That's a 15 for the first one,
That is what they have to hit.
and that's a 19 for the second one.
Dang. Okay. So, but the bird turns, but the
So
riders
weird,
are like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah. Okay. So next, is that completes your turn?
That is my turn. Yes, and my movement.
Behema, then Uggo.
That is my turn. Oh wait. No. Okay, but using a card as my action.
Yes.
Okay. Then yes, that
Unless
is
it
my turn.
specifically states otherwise.
Wow, I'm so far away.
I mean, this says move an additional 60 feet. It doesn't say as an action.
You can do it. You can
Okay,
use it. I'll let
I'm
you
going to use the card I'm Fine, the one about Behema and the Tentacle. I'm going to move an additional 60 feet by way of a magical tentacle that grabs me and moves me in any direction of my choice. I'll have to sport a magical shower cap during this process. So, over here, I want to, back here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
I won't move the full 60. We'll go there. Okay, cool.
So, out of the ground, what looks like a kraken tentacle comes up, grabs your body. He takes you.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, I'm now the only one head on in front of these people.
Indeed. But
After
there's a lot of fear happening.
I have to roll a DC 15 strength check, which I fail greatly, and I will not be able to move on my following turn.
Okay. So we're up to. Oh, Fahima, have you gone?
Nope.
Your turn, then I'll go.
Alrighty. I would like to move. Well, how much movement will I need to get down off the cart? I'm back there.
I mean, you can leap off, 5 feet, and try to roll acrobatics and see how you land, or you can climb down and go down 15 feet.
15.
Actually, probably more like 20 because the Achaieriders are 15.
Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna move as far as I can, I guess, and get down.
You moving half?
Are you gonna jump or are you gonna climb?
Actually, no, I
There's
have.
handlebars on the side. You can just climb down.
I
She's
guess-
worried about, I guess, taking the damage, right, because of your card?
damage, yeah, and just like using up everything. So I'll just I didn't think of what I wanted to really do, so I'll just climb down next to Lily.
Okay.
Actually. And
So we'll say that's only 5 feet down.
I look like a man.
oh right.
She looks like a
Right.
cool dude with goggles.
Yeah.
I look like a man.
Okay. And I'll cast a firebolt at the dudes on the first Achaierid here.
All right, so these guys are both still on this bird who is about to flee. Oh no, the bird's not fleeing. They're gonna flee.
They're fleeing.
Does fear get affected if there's damage taken?
It does not.
Okay.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna make a ranged spell attack against them.
Okay.
That's a failure. Do I have advantage?
Oh, sorry. Yes, you do from Hazimus.
Yay! Thanks, Hazimus.
Which character are you attacking? Just the bird or the people? Or?
rider on the first Achaierid.
Okay, the first rider on the first Achaierid? Yep.
Ooh, that's much better. 16 plus my spell attack.
That's a hit.
Okay, cool. So they're gonna take 2d10 fire damage.
Woo! That's a single target attack?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I do that. That's bad. Come on. 8.
8 points of damage?
8 fire damage.
Okay, so you swing down to Lily's level where she's sitting there holding the reins, looking like one of these guys. Make eye contact with her, and as you swing down, you turn out. You feel a pain as you take that damage for 5 points, right? You took 1 point of damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, these clams, they're following us everywhere.
But you turn out and you cast a fireball. You huck it, goes right by, whizzing by Uggo's ear, right into the rider of the Achaierid who was standing on the back of it, but then looks like it was terrified of whatever it saw that James had manifested, and it takes a fireball right into its chest. It kind of pops on its leather jerkin, sparks flying everywhere. Took 8 points of damage, you said? Right?
Yeah, and then with my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath on.
Because that's a cantrip.
No, it's a.
Her fireball.
The fireball.
Fireball is a cantrip.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm gonna cast it on. I'm gonna cast it on Meep.
On meat.
On Meep.
Nice.
And which element would you like meat?
I will do fire, cause you know.
Right on. Stay on brand.
Phoenix. And I'm gonna yell, Hamlet! Hamlet for the Achaierid, please!
Okay.
All right. We have some cards. We got a Force of Good for Fahima from Henda 001.
Henda 001.
We got a Force of Good for Uggo from Flock. Sounds like a new user.
Flock,
Yeah.
But also a Force of Evil for Uggo from Emperor Budbatine.
Yeah.
And we got a Force of Good for Lily from Storm of Blades.
Stormoblade.
Thank you. Thank you, Storm O-Blades.
All right. I also got one from Grim Faded, a Force of Good. Hooray for me!
Mine is called Uncanny Likeness. A sock and black marker appear before you. During combat, you can use your turn to make a sock puppet likeness of an enemy you can see. Afterwards, you can use your action to control that enemy on your turn, but they can still act normally on theirs. Lasts until you succeed on a DC 15 will save or you take damage of any kind. Ooh,
Wow,
Very good.
that's a great card.
can I use it right now?
Sure.
Okay.
I got 6 cents from Flock. The world, for a time, becomes a bit predictable. All enemies have disadvantage on attacks against you for 1 turn of your choice and ends on your next turn.
Wow.
I'll take that now.
Okay.
Aggressive Marketing, which is the evil card. Thank you, Emperor Bud Patine. I hope you're wearing your Dungeon Run shirts. The character of any player not wearing an appropriate swag takes a hit from Uggo's t-shirt cannon for 2d6. So I'm pretty sure that's everyone.
Wait, what?
I'm wearing a Dungeons and Dragons t-shirt.
Yeah, it says Dungeon Run.
Ah.
So we all
side are you
What?
we all take 2d6.
You roll.
All right, I'll roll the
2d6.
damage for you.
That sucks.
Roll it in the box.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
yeah, we can roll it in the
I'll
box.
roll in the box.
Let's make this important.
Roll it in the box.
Roll in the box.
Everybody takes 7 damage.
Ouch.
That gets rid of our temporary hit
Yeah,
point.
it
so
does.
it's 2 damage.
3. Well, for me,
Yeah,
3.
for you.
Yeah.
Because those clam shells.
Okay.
Did you read your card?
I got.
I have not yet. Go ahead.
Oh, card.
How do you say this? Combat of efficiency, arithmolab.
Oh, I think it's a made-up word. Arithmolabe.
Okay, I thought it was the
Yeah.
word that you couldn't remember.
Astrolabe.
I was like, just
I think they've made up.
Arithmolabe. Okay.
Also a thing that I'm not.
Arithmolabe of combat efficiency. A brass disc with interlocking dials engraved with mysterious markings. When an enemy is defeated by an attack, you may record the damage value of the killing blow on this card. If there was already damage recorded, replace it, but you take the original damage. Smash this device on an enemy to deal the recorded damage to it.
That makes sense?
Yeah, that's cool.
So you can keep upping the damage.
If I want to,
You take
but I take
Wow,
it, yeah.
okay.
Okay. I'll go. You're up.
Yeah. So
Well, I want to use this card really quick.
No, I think he has to read a card. You have to read a card or no?
you're
no, I've read.
Oh, I need to read my card. Mine is Purple Pain, Purple Pain. Viewer submitted DM Force of Good. In combat, a magical purple cloud appears and covers one player character with burning purple rain. Character must make a dex save or take 2d6 acid damage. If the save, still takes half damage. Laugh maniacally. Jeff just wants to see you screaming in the purple pain. This is on brand for me.
Ouch.
I'm very appreciative of whomever wrote it.
Who's
Who's getting the purple pain?
Who indeed? Who indeed? Let's go with. I'm gonna play a little aggressive. Let's go with James and see if we can disrupt that.
Have to roll a con save.
Disrupt that concentration.
Do I have advantage on my con save?
I'm gonna snooze it.
You do from TK421, but it was blocked by AG McLeod.
I'm gonna snooze it for 10 minutes.
Snoozing my thing.
Yeah.
Snoozing.
Wait,
me?
is it a force of evil or good?
It's a DM Force of Good.
Oh, well then I can't. Never mind.
Oh.
So
Technicality.
so it is a straight con save, yes?
Purple pain, purple pain.
Come on. And you have to roll the 2d. So you have to roll 2d6 poison damage. Is that what it said?
Acid damage.
Acid. Ouch.
Did you
saved.
You saved.
So they remain afraid, but I
Still
will
take
take
half.
the damage.
All right, half. Yeah. 6, so 3.
Ouch. Okay. Taking some damage.
All right.
I'm actually going to save this for my next turn because I have an idea.
And for people that try to say it's because I was in the front of the of the battle, I haven't taken any melee damage. It's all just random other damage.
Okay.
Okay.
August's turn.
Yes. Okay. So I have Memory of the Warden. At the beginning of the combat, you are incapacitated for 1 round by which is also why I got 6th Sense, thank goodness, by splitting headache as memories from your time as a warden bleed through. For the rest of the combat, gain 1d4 elemental damage. The options are fire, cold, lightning, acid, and
Inferno, Force.
Force.
Be, Quake.
I will take force damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I'm incapacitated for the round, but I have this called Force of Jessica. It's technically not an Uggo use thing, it's an out of
Wait,
game
did you read that
thing,
before
but
out loud?
Yeah, so Force of Jessica is fill a goblet with dice, which I have already done.
Oh, wow.
Place it
This
on
is
the
an
edge
older
of
one,
the
yeah.
table and knock it over. Any minis that are hit by dice take 1d10, and if they're knocked over, they fall prone.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Ooh. I guess I'm not offended.
We got to
by
get
that
ready
part.
for the
Gotta
camera
go
on this
right
one.
here, right? Where are you gonna
No, it doesn't say I have to be anywhere specific on the table.
Yeah.
So
But we're gonna say you can't throw them.
no,
you
no,
have to
yep,
tip them over.
Tip it over.
Yep,
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
I can tip aggressively.
Anybody want side bets? On how
right,
many
yeah,
go
anybody
over?
wanna-
Oh, really?
Side bet this thing.
So they
right
have to get.
Or should I come here? Should I come
They
here?
have to get knocked over.
If they get touched or hit, they get 1d10.
Right.
If they're knocked over, then they also fall prone.
Right.
Okay.
Let me ask you this
Yes,
question.
sure.
These are supposed to be on the back of this.
Yes.
Yes.
Are we gonna leave them where they stand?
You're
or
the
do you-
DM. I'll let you decide that.
I'll leave them where they stand. Let's just be more fun. It'll be more fun that way.
Okay.
You ready, guys?
Don't hurt the goblet.
Well, I don't have a better goblet.
Catch
Only
the
that
goblet.
goblet's gonna
Put your hand
Wait,
under
what
the
about-
goblet.
Yeah.
about
There
a
you go.
metal
No,
one?
there we go. That's good.
Fine.
Nobody
fell over. No, one guy fell over.
And one guy got hit over there.
Yeah, so this guy got hit, that guy hit, this
Okay,
guy
the
got hit,
D6 to the
this one got
stomach.
hit.
Wow.
So 1d10 for each of those.
Wow.
All right, just roll your 1d10. Oh man.
Yeah, I got a 1d10 here. I can do it.
What a mess.
Just use the D10s that are sitting out there. You just
That's fun.
Just roll them.
So there's one.
All right, so you gotta tell me who got hit.
So this guy,
Right.
this Achaieriders,
Well, tell me the damage first. So I can.
Okay, sure. That guy takes 8 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
This front Achaieridar takes 6 damage.
Okay.
The guy who got knocked over falls prone and
Yep.
takes 1 damage.
1 damage.
He's also
And then
scared.
and he's scared. And the last
You
Achaieridar
take 1 damage.
Yeah. The last Achaieridar takes 3 damage.
Wow. Actually, that guy that falls prone is not scared. The bird he's on is scared.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
He's gonna fall off the bird on his turn, though.
Yeah, because it falls prone.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was very
That was
fun.
That was a fun
Thanks,
card.
Jessica.
You are so well done.
Did you notice I put in like big
Much
ones
better
too?
than
Just so
Yeah.
Stacking the deck.
Should have gave you the metal
how
dice.
it didn't say. It didn't give
no
me
specification?
technicalities.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Pain.
Purple paint.
Thank you to the Wookiee King for that card. Thank you very much.
All right. Everybody's up. Okay. Now it's time to see that these guys have to move away from you on their turn, right?
Use their action to, hang on, I don't know if
directly
they,
away from you.
Move.
yes. And they are not allowed to save against the frightening until they are out of line of sight of me, but I'm not sure they know that.
And they have to use their full movement.
They must take the dash action, so use all 60 feet to move away from me by the safest available route, unless there is nowhere to move.
So if they're going to direct line, they're going to go into this brush. Would that lose line of sight to you? That's
Your
what
call.
we're asking, right?
Your call.
I feel like that's exactly what would happen.
Okay.
5, 10, 15,
Man, too bad you're not over there, so they fall off the cliff.
40, 45, 50, 55. So these two guys are now out of line.
They're not unfrightened. They have to. Now they get a chance to save against it again.
Okay. And it's a, what is it?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
15.
You still have your Achaieridar bird that's scared too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I'm getting to that. That does not save.
Do everything at once,
That
Jeff.
does.
Okay.
So this guy is fine.
Okay.
Turn him around.
Cool.
The Achaieridar has to move, but these guys on it.
Well, one of them falls off.
Fell
right?
off.
One of them fell off. This guy's like, fight!
What's going on?
Did the drummer fall off?
15, 20, 25.
That's a good question. Yeah.
No, it was the one in. No, yeah, it is the drummer. It is the drummer. This is the.
Okay.
So that now is in brush as well. So let's see if the Achaieridar wakes up from its.
Is the brush taller than the Achaieridar?
I mean, these are big trees and
Okay.
thick woods, basically. You said wisdom?
Yeah.
Oh no! It's an 11.
Yes, that fails.
Like a shy bye.
So
So I mean, that may not be all of its movement because it has to take the dash action. I don't know what the Achaieridar.
well, but
speed
once
is.
it goes out of line of sight, it tries to make the save.
If it ends its turn in a so it has to use the dash action to move away from me. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight of me, that can then make a wisdom saving throw. So they do not get their turn. Those guys that saved.
Okay.
At least not the one that saved. That's still the end of his turn.
That's probably these guys probably over there too far because he didn't make a save, right? There's
No.
only this one. Okay. So
Been one.
that one
Did
wanna
the
use that
one
spell
I
for a
knocked prone take damage from falling off the Achaieridar?
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
What's the Achaierid's worst nightmare, Jeff? What do we think it saw?
You are its worst.
Fair.
On brand. On brand. On brand.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay. So this is getting very messy.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So these are still okay.
Yep.
And the lead Achaierid.
60.
But he's got no drummer.
He's got nobody.
Got no rhythm.
They abandoned him.
All right. Which of these? Man.
If I'd waited a little bit, I wonder if I could have done all 4.
Yeah.
It's all right.
We're doing okay now, for now. Thinned it out just a little bit.
Okay.
Here.
Wow.
With the tree. And
What will they do?
Oh,
Okay.
it's all up on you.
All upon you. So this one is going to come by and do a swinging axe attack. And the one on the back is a drummer. So the drummer, actually, we're going to do the drummer first. Drummer is going to do Thunderous Crescendo. Magical Song. All enemy creatures within 30 feet that can hear the song must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take thunder damage.
Whoa.
So you two roll. Does it Uggo? Yeah, Uggo rolls too.
Con save.
And I think the Achaieriders might too.
We're in a good spot, Lily.
Yeah, both the Achaieriders.
You might need to get
too.
it. Might need to get the card out of there.
Well, they can also spew their black farts.
Uggo, you have advantage from Half-Blood Phoenix Fire.
Thank you, Half-Blood.
James, you have advantage from Patyrus Stormblade, and Civ, you have advantage from
Thank
Angel
you,
Devilson.
Patyrus.
Cool.
Con save.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was advantage. Thank God.
One of the Achaieriders was successful. One of them was not.
I'm gonna use. You can use on Bardic Inspiration on saving throw. Yes.
Yes.
I think it's any throw.
I'm going to use it.
Oh yeah, you gave us one, didn't you?
10,
Give him one.
an 11.
11 does not save.
I got an 11 as well.
This is not safe. So you guys both take.
13.
13 does not save. You both take 14 points of thunder damage. And you lose concentration. Any creature that takes damage in this way loses concentration if it's concentrating.
Whoa. Okay.
Dirge
Wow.
can maintain concentration and continue playing the song. So every turn you will continue to, it's boom, and you hear this thunder.
Is
It's
this considered a spell?
no, it's an action, it's an ability.
Yep.
So fear is gone.
Fear's gone.
Okay.
Okay,
Copy.
you failed your save. Oh no, it automatically.
So
Yeah.
you said it breaks it.
Right, and that is just a bonus action from Dirge. So there's going to be.
Is that a drop off? Is that a cliff?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a cliff.
Good
yes.
to know. Thank you.
And there's going to be
said
some
it.
attacks on.
I said it.
It's cool.
You,
cool that you
know.
want that.
You want to know what my
cool
hit
that
points
you
are
want
at already.
Yeah, it's cool that you want.
I do.
It's not great.
She's gonna be mad at you.
Cool. Great.
It's a miss. Oh, that's
she'll
a
be
natural
alive.
20. Okay, so the Dirge does a heavy crossbow attack. It has this cool thing called rhythmic fighting. It can play songs while wielding a weapon, which is pretty rad. So it takes it does a crossbow attack at Uggo, and the one in front does an axe attack at James. The crossbow lands on Uggo. The axe.
Gets disadvantage on the. Gets disadvantage on the attack roll for this round.
That's still a 19.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
And that, well, actually, it's a 26. And that is.
Miss. Oddly miss.
15 points of damage. And then the two axe swings.
Hang on.
That is a 21.
I'm going to
A
use
natural one.
Entropic Ward to give you disadvantage. Entropic Ward, once per short rest, is a 6th level warlock thing. When a creature makes an attack roll against me, I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage on that roll.
All right. That worked. So it
If
misses
it
both
misses
axe
me,
swings.
the next attack roll against the creature has advantage if I make it before the end of my next turn.
All right.
Jeff, if that's not a spell, is that an attack?
It is an attack.
Okay, then I'm gonna half the damage with my uncanny dodge.
Okay.
Oh, candles are lit.
Oh, candles are lit.
Good, because we're gonna need it.
We're
We are already in
I
I
trouble.
feel like my
Really
hits
in
are
it.
so sweaty right now. Can you tell?
It's the first round.
James,
First
you also got a
I've
force
already
of
taken
good
half
from
of it.
Civ's love interest.
Thank you, Civ's love interest.
And I'll roll the
Like
candles.
Civ's love interest has eyes for someone else.
I mean,
Ooh.
It's a 6, so I'll reroll. That's a 1. Civ.
Civ.
This is the candle.
That's the candle.
Mine
Also, we
is-
have Show Love from Flock, Fallstar, Kai Book, Hezimus, Dr. Sparks, and more. Thank you for the love.
Thank you.
We love seeing the love.
Okay. Okay. Luck depends on your point of view. A large mirror appears before you and starts to fall. You try to grab it, but it gets away. Bad luck, but for who? For the one round, all damage you avoid by saving throw is reflected to the attacker.
Ooh, good.
So this can be until someone makes me make a saving throw, right?
Yeah, you can hold on to it until.
Well, and that guy's gonna keep drumming, correct?
That's right.
Good to know.
Okay. A little magical razzle dazzle. A spell of your choosing that you or a party member casts has one of the following effects. The spell lasts for twice the normal duration. The spell affects twice the number of targets, has double the AoE, or gives the targeted creature or creatures disadvantage on its/their save.
That is powerful.
Yeah, that's a Fahima card for sure.
Origin.
Or fear.
You can use it whenever you like, but again, it's one of those, not all of those.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if I want to use this immediately, can I just say the next time Fahima casts a spell, this goes off?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm just gonna put
All
that in
right.
front of you.
Nice.
Thanks.
Okay.
Is that it? Has that lead Achaieriders done anything yet?
No. This is gonna throw. What's it gonna do? I guess they're over here. This guy's gonna throw an axe at Ugo. I have disadvantage from Melodies of Old.
You already have
That's
disadvantage.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
And
Does the axe go into the
You already
fire?
had disadvantage.
yeah.
Yeah.
The axe hits himself in the leg. He's like,
Happens to the best of us.
okay.
He's new.
This guy gets up, and he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, jumps on here. And this is gonna run up.
Are any of these the guys that we saw before?
10, 15, 20. Yes, they are. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And this guy is going to swing a chain, throw it. Doesn't really need to roll high. It's gonna hook onto the Vardo. So he's got a chain hooked onto the side of the Vardo, and he's on the back of that. These guys.
Oh, so he's off the Achaieriders?
No, he's on it.
No, yeah, they're all on.
They're just.
It's a she.
Kinda,
She's on it.
She's connected now by a chain.
She has thrown a chain with a hook on it into the window of the thin arrow windows that you requested, hooking onto the side there. Actually, you know what? She didn't have to get that close. So this thing still has movement. So it's gonna run this way. And
Well, but what? It's a really long chain?
it's a really long chain. Yes.
Like a 30-foot chain? Mm-hmm. Oh,
Made for this purpose.
wow.
Dang it. Natural 1. All right. So it runs, it pulls, and you feel the Vardo go.
Oh!
All right.
Where's the guy who looked like?
These already dashed to here. This guy, these guys are done, right? They all did their dash action.
Gosh, there's
moves
so
on your turn,
much
right?
happening.
A lot happening.
And just
My brain
one.
is exploding.
Oh, they already tried to throw an axe at you.
Lot.
Okay, done. Back to the top of the round. Civ.
I'm going to shout over to you. Get out of here. And then I'm going to slowly and casually step out from behind the tree. Well. It seems we've got a little problem here, don't we?
What?
I think the assassin is gonna replace your eyes with a gold coin. Our wizard here is gonna burn the flesh off of your bones. Our warlock might just send your soul to another dimension. Our orc will take your bones and turn them into bread. And our bard will sing a song where you aren't in it. Because you won't exist anymore. Because I am a white bear.
You see, yeah, very well done. You see the member of the flock in the thing go. You ain't me.
I don't know how to make bread, but yes.
That was awesome. I assume you had a card.
That was
I assume
great.
you had a card that requested that you talk like Whitebeard.
Whitebeard's persuasion.
Nice.
Momentarily change your appearance into the fat-bellied Whitebeard in front of a target of your intimidation roll. If you can do a passable imitation of Whitebeard's voice, you can add up to +5 to your intimidation, depending on how good it is. Jeff.
Passable. I just
incredible.
lost the roll. I've been replaced. That was amazing, and you lose your tusks because you just did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why is everybody celebrating?
Wait,
All right.
double it up. Wait, so what
There
happens?
should only be one Ugga.
So you roll to intimidate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to intimidate. I don't know if I can intimidate this group, but if I can't do the whole group, then I at least want to do the Achaieriders so it takes off.
Okay. Let's just do the Achaieriders then.
I mean, I think Whitebeard has been violent to enough animals.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
Do I have advantage?
And you actually got a force of good for that impression.
Wow.
Emperor Bubbatine wanted to reward.
Thank you, Bud Patine.
Amazing.
I'll read that in a second. That'd be 11 plus 5 is 16 plus 2.
I guess there's a second one. I think it's from the same person. Emperor Bubbatine got you 2 of those.
So my intimidation is 18.
Yeah, so that works. The Achaieriders, which are, as you learned when you were training them yourselves under the tutelage of Wheeze, they are creatures that respond to intimidation. So this creature is now scared. Are you issuing it a command?
I would say, yeah, I don't want to tell it to just kill itself. So I would say,
I don't think it would do that.
yeah, no, I know.
I mean, it's intimidated. It's not, you know.
Leave
I think
you.
if I'm coming at it forcefully, I would just want it to run back home. So whichever direction that.
All right.
Yeah.
So on its next turn, it will be quite
Leaving.
scared. There's a lot of fear happening in these birds
A
lately.
lot of fear.
That was amazing.
That was to this one here
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the bird.
Yeah. And then 2 birds with 1 stone. When you damage a creature, you can also deal half the amount of damage to creatures of your choice within 5 feet of the target. That's cool.
Nice.
So if I sneak attack someone, I can also damage someone that's within 5 feet. The same amount. Wow.
Nice.
Super nasty for me.
That's huge.
Acme Trap Kit. You receive a rope and rock trap in a box. Roll a stealth check against an enemy's perception check. If you win, you set the trap without them noticing, and they take 48 damage. Roll a DC 10 dex check when setting it, or it falls on you. Roadrunners autosave?
I think it's a joke.
Ah, okay.
It's an Acme Trap, Roadrunner's autosave.
Got it.
If only you had a Roadrunner in the party.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Got it. Hence the Acme. Got it. Can I use that now?
Yes.
Then I'll definitely use it now.
So where would you like to set that trap? You have to roll a check to make sure that it doesn't
A stealth
set
check?
on you.
I think I can handle that. Do I have advantage?
You do indeed have advantage from Hazimus.
Thanks, Hasmus. 26.
26, yes, that's certainly saying
Okay.
does it?
If you win, you set the trap without them noticing. It just says, and they take 48 damage. And I have to roll a DC 10 check to make sure that it doesn't fall on me.
I thought that's what you just rolled.
No, I was rolling the stealth.
To see if they'll notice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think you have advantage on this one too from Saber Gamer.
Cool. So that's a 23.
Also, yeah. So it doesn't
Okay.
spring on you.
Okay.
Yeah, it just does damage.
Okay.
So tell me who you did damage to.
I really want to do. I want to do damage to the chain guy that just tried to knock over the Vardo.
Chain lady.
Nice.
Chain lady, thank you.
Okay. Chain Lady. And that's how much?
She's my
48.
chain lady.
Is our Achaieriders in the back hooked up to our Vardo? Vardo?
Yes.
I don't know where that came from.
Yes.
By what? Like a leather cord?
I don't know about
Rope?
leather, but yeah, it is harnessed. It's as if you had 2 oxen in the front of your cart and 1 oxen being pulled behind it.
Okay, hooked up in similar ways.
Yes.
I rolled terribly, so I did 9 points of damage.
That's nothing. Not nothing. Okay. So.
Oh, and I would like to move. I can't leave James by himself. Never mind. I'm just gonna stand there.
Did you successfully intimidate the Achaieriders?
Yes.
You did.
Yeah.
We get
Lily,
the
you're
sense that
up.
It's going to run away on its next turn.
Yeah.
Where's the guy who we saw before? Is he
He's the one that fell.
Oh, so he's gone.
Yeah, he got back on.
That was, yeah, he's the chain lady.
Yeah. I guess. Is that the chain lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Maybe
was the
he's
one who
over
jumped
there.
on top
Did
of
he
it.
get feared?
The
that
two
figure
riders,
wasn't-
the two
that figure
riders.
wasn't the one that fell.
I think he might have gotten feared.
Yeah, the two riders who were on the front of the front bird got feared. Got
Should be
feared.
one of these.
Okay.
two.
Got mighty afeared.
So then I'm going to move the Vardo. So I'm gonna like
Yeah.
getty up the Achaieriders
Okay.
in between. And then I think I'm gonna see if I can do this as I have a bonus action that I can cast my healing spirit.
Okay.
How are you moving this?
I'm gonna try and move it 60 feet, but can I move a little bit and then cast Healing Spirit between Civ and James?
Yes.
Thank you.
Moving
First
it
time you're
through
casting
here?
healing spirit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Amazing.
And then I'll move it an additional,
So you're moving down the road.
yeah.
Ooh! Taking me with you.
And that chain hopefully kind of,
Yeah, we're gonna do a strength check
Lily. So
on this.
Bye!
in all of her excitement, she fell right off.
I have disadvantage on the strength check from Melodies of Old. Not that I even need it. You guys are owning.
We're not though.
All right. So I failed that. So this thing, who thought it was being so smart, gets pulled off. You take off. You actually roll me a animal handling check real quick.
okay.
You have advantage from Rayon. I don't know how to pronounce it.
But it's so much fun to hear you try to
I rolled
Rayno
double 10, so 12.
A laugh from the 12.
12. 12.
12 is your animal handling. Oh yeah, that's enough. They have loyalty as a feat, so they're not deterred by fighting happening around them. This thing just pulls off. It lets go of the chain. It's probably about here. Lets go of the chain. It takes some
Yeah, it's tough.
falling damage. It thought it had a great idea. Usually has a lot more buddies doing that with it. Whoa! Lots of damage.
Nice.
It's 11 points of damage for falling.
Yeah, falling off a 15-foot tall bird has gotta hurt.
Yeah.
People can break their necks falling off segways.
I mean,
It's happened.
What a James fact.
running down the road, Lily, you have completed your turn. Is
Yeah,
that
so
Strange-
I
strange
cast
fact,
Healing
Civ.
Spirit, which is a 5-foot cube. It's the
Right.
first time I've cast it, so
So it's gonna be right here?
it'll be between Civ and James, actually,
Oh, it's
to
between Civ and
start.
James.
What does it look like?
And it's so it can be a fae or it's like a kind of a ghostly looking thing. It's of my Grammy Dumblestuck though.
All right.
So it's like a fae version that is vaguely Grammy Dumblestuck.
All right, you see
Like a map.
this spirit rise from the ground between the two of you. It's got a peg leg that looks like an awesome spear, and it stands up, and you recognize the ghostly what's the word I'm looking
Aberration?
for? Yeah, the spirit.
Apparition.
Apparition.
Apparition?
Of Grammy Dumblestuck, of Will-O-Wisp Dumblestuck, and she stands there ready to heal you. She's like looking around, wispy elements of
It's like a Jedi.
spectral force. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a Jedi Grammy
Totally
Dumblestuck.
what it is. It's like a little Yoda just stood up.
Yeah, and I'm casting it as 3rd level.
Okay.
Versus, so at 3rd level, it's 2d6.
And they need to touch it, right?
Yeah, if they enter into the cube,
Right.
Got it.
2d6.
Embrace Grammy.
Yeah.
And do we have to end our turn there?
You have to go hug your Grammy
Right.
to get healing. She's gonna smooch you.
Okay.
That heals 2d6.
You know what?
I'm not here to fight
It's
it.
fine.
I'll take it.
If they start or end their turn there.
Okay.
Starts its turn there.
So
Whenever a
the
creature can-
Achaieriders are moving. You Go ahead.
moves into the space for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Oh,
so
okay.
move into it.
So
You don't
if
have
I
to end
could,
it.
if I walk through her
Yeah,
on my
you'll
next
get
turn, I
some
still get it.
healing.
That's great. I love that.
So the progression of this is that you saw a Achaierid with a lone rider coming up around the side, swinging a chain, casting it off. It goes hooking on the side of the thing. Civ says, "Go!" And you kick the reins hard and snap them. The Achaierid, and they start galloping, and the woman holding the chain goes, whoop! And she's flying off the thing, lands in the dirt, and her chain goes skidding behind you, and you tear off down the road, which leads us to James.
Right.
She was the only one on that Achaierid?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. This is gonna get a little dark. First, I am going to walk through Grammy Dumblestuck. On my way, I'd like to stay in melee, but circle around to that side of the Achaierid.
All right.
How much healing do I take?
2d6.
Okay, thank you.
And it's still waiting to.
You're,
run
as
away,
you know,
right?
you're walking around this boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I'm kind of like trying to get around it. I take 6 points of healing from Grammy Dumblestuck. Thank you, Grammy. And then I
hugs you
use.
Oh, where are you going?
And
Hard candy.
maybe later. I say, forgive me, Fahima. And I use the force of good, push it real good. When something is in melee range of my character, I can push it. I shove the target 25 feet away from me in a straight line.
James!
No save.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
James!
Bye-bye.
I said Hamlet!
That's
That's
cool.
our safe word!
So you
I'm
push.
very sorry.
You push.
Yeah.
And the amulet itself infuses in you a strength that you've never felt. Lily, you feel it flash and blink twice, and you go, vroom, and this incredible energy comes out of your body, out of your hands, through your fingertips, into this thing,
I've taken like 35 points of damage in the last
as if
round.
the
As did
whole,
I.
Yeah.
the air itself just kind of bends and buckles, and this thing
I'm
goes
mad. He was mad.
over the side. It tumbles. The two things are gonna try to hop off because, as mounted, you're able to hop off when your mount is
With
attempting to is going prone. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's not good. So one of them manages to leap
lead?
off.
The drummer and the bird are gone.
Can I
Drummer
ask,
and the bird.
is that guy knocked prone?
Yes.
Yeah.
It says he.
These go. So what you see is there's this cliffside with rocks down below, and you see the bird get hit with this enormous force from the hands of James. One of the rider on the front leaps off of it and falls, tumbling in the dirt, hitting on the rocks, dust kicked up. The bird itself, 2 legs up, a 3rd leg up, tumbles and falls. The drummer on the back, boom, boom, underneath it as it falls and skids down the side of this thing, and then it turns and lands on top of him. The sound of bones snapping and breaking as this 750-pound enormous bird squishes this drummer. The drum itself smashes in bits. They continue tumbling down, hitting rocks and turning blood smeared down the side of the mountain,
Yeah, I'm
out of sight.
I'm like shaking and just frozen there. This was from Pytyrus Stormblade. Thank you very much. And yeah, that's probably all my movement. And I still have a bonus action, but I don't have anything to do with it.
All right.
Can I trigger my card? Shibata's PK?
Yeah.
Use when an enemy you can see within the radius of your movement is knocked prone. Dash directly at said enemy and perform a soccer kick as they sit up. Roll a DC 15 dexterity check. On a success, you connect with a sickening thud. Deal 1d6 per every 5 feet of movement traveled in damage.
Dude! That's
So-
like 20 feet.
I don't know, can I get the healing on the way or no?
I don't see why not. You run right through it, right?
You're not.
I was actually more into the healing than I was into...
I mean, this could have been way worse.
does
'cause
all-
you're not that far away from it.
Since he was knocked prone,
He also could have turned around and came back.
Don't give him ideas.
He does take
I want to.
He does take 1d6 damage from the card as well. I mean, they did too, but it doesn't matter. So he at first takes 2 damage before he's about to take this.
Who?
The guy who fell off and fell prone.
Okay.
That was part of the card.
All right.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
You make the save?
13, 14,
Does he get a save?
I have to roll one, sorry.
Or it has to, or yeah, you have
I
to make
roll
a DC 15
a
dex.
DC 15 dex.
Do you have advantage on it?
I don't know, do I?
You do. From Ronahoy.
Run away.
Nailing it.
15,
Nailing
you
it.
can do it.
So 19, so yes.
Is that you?
Yeah.
11, 14.
Did you see that?
So 18 points of damage to this guy.
Oh, man.
Gonna run over and kick him in the gut.
Yeah.
I love how all this has happened and Ugo's just
Is it
going.
18?
16.
16. Okay, so bird tumbles over the side. The drummer smashed, the sound, the music getting, record scratches. the drum itself smashes into bits. The bird pummeled, bouncing, landing in rocks, blood splattering across the edge of this ravine. And as that happens, the other rider lands in the dirt. Civ wastes no time and just runs up and kicks it square in the head. Whiplash on the neck. You hear a sickening thud as the head buckles back, and a massive amount of damage to this leather jacketed marauder.
It's getting pretty chaotic. I also have a card that now goes off called Victory Dance.
Oh my God.
Because I assume those two are dead.
Yeah.
During combat, when an enemy is killed, you have to dance IRL. If you do so, you will intimidate the other enemies in a 30-foot range, which is
my.
only that guy, and gives him disadvantage on his next roll. So I have to dance a victory dance. All right.
I want to see remorse in this dance.
I want to see the funky librarian.
I don't want to see remorse. I want to see the funky librarian.
Sorry, I didn't mean to push the bird off. I feel bad. Sorry. Fahina's going to be angry at me.
There's nothing worse than a sad reverse
I
marker.
feel bad. That was from Clever Juice. I've had that one for a little while, so thank you.
All right, that was rough. So
Whole lot.
You did. What was the effect of that dance?
He now has disadvantage on its next roll.
Okay. He's in a bad way already.
Yes. Did you get your healing?
Yes, thank you.
That was your turn, right?
That was not my turn. That was my card.
That was your card.
That was his turn.
My
his
God.
card. My card got triggered
So
by.
Fahima, you're up. Then Ugo.
Okay. I've been thinking so hard this entire time, and then we moved away, and then all these cards
Always how it
happened, and then you
works.
pushed a bird off a cliff, and I'm like, what do I do?
That's D&D for you.
Oh, I knocked
Try
a
being
flame
me
over.
right now.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I have this Razzle Dazzle card.
Nice.
I don't want to metagame, so I want to know if I would know this is going to happen and I can utilize it,
Yeah,
or
you can- I mean,
like
you know
Fahima
that-
can tell that she feels a little more powerful here.
Yeah, you can use these cards with intention, absolutely.
Okay, just because it could be used poorly accidentally as well. So I'm just going to. I can see those two dudes over there. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna. I've just seen this bird tumble off after I said Hamlet, and I'm just gonna burn up, and my hair is going to lift up and crackle. My eyes are going to turn more golden, and I'm gonna go and cast Fireball on those two guys, and it's gonna be double the size
Oh
of
my.
a normal Fireball.
Okay.
Or I can give them disadvantage.
Yeah,
I'll do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Disadvantage on the save.
It's
Yeah,
already big
regular
enough.
Fireball, but extra hot.
Okay.
Yes.
Extra spicy.
Yeah.
Love it.
Made her mad.
All right. They save, right? They have a chance to save?
Apparently.
Yes, but they'll have disadvantage on that.
Disadvantage on a deck save.
Can I borrow some D6, please?
It was a 14 for the first one,
Fail.
and that's a fail too. It's
Thank
it's
you.
4 and a 2.
You need total 8.
They both failed?
14 fails, right?
6.
And-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8.
7, 8. Gracias. Okay. Right, it is 8d6, right?
Yeah.
Woo! Look at all
Alrighty.
those dice.
Very good.
So So that's 12,
15,
16,
23.
23.
23 points of damage.
Fire damage.
23 fire on both those boys.
All right, they are both.
Thank you.
As the Achaieriders pull the Vardo down the rope, you're standing on top and you cast a fireball. It erupts, an explosion, right in the base of the tree line. Fire engulfing them for a moment, and then out, and you see, as the light flashes and the flames recede, you see them both absolutely singed and burned and much worse for wear.
They ain't dead?
They ain't dead. There's 28 points of damage.
23.
23? No, they ain't dead.
Okay, so then Meep, because I believe I don't have to forego my action for her to just take her own action to cast this, to open her mouth on this, because I'm holding concentration on this spell, and she's not casting anything or attacking.
Right, but don't you need an action to instruct your?
I think so.
Your.
You need an
no.
action, actually, I think, it used, when you gave it to me, it used my action. I couldn't attack.
Right.
I had to use an action.
So it would be the action of your bird. Your bird would use your. It would be your action to instruct Meep to do what you want her to do. You don't get an extra action just because you have it.
The creature can use her. She can use her action though.
She doesn't really have an action outside of you because she's an extension of you. So if you're going to use your action to command her to use her dragon breath, then
I have to forego my own action on
Yes.
that. Okay.
Otherwise,
That's the ruling on familiars in general.
Yeah, otherwise you
Unless
don't get-
you're a Pact of the Chain warlock.
Still good though.
Got
Yes,
it.
still very good.
Okay, so it just wouldn't take a. Maybe I was just thinking of a spell slot for that. I don't know. Whatever.
For her to use it. No, yeah, you've already cast it. So
Can I ask what does the black cloud action do?
it would emit a black cloud in the vicinity of the Achaieriders.
And is that just for visibility?
Well, it does both, actually. I can read it to you. It is around here somewhere. Here we go. 3 times a day, the Achaieriders releases a choking black cloud of toxic gas. All creatures within 10 feet of the Achaieriders must make DC 15 Constitution saving throws, taking 46 poison damage on a failed save, half as much damage on a successful one. Also, a creature that fails to save is affected through the spell Confusion. At the end of its turns, an affected target must make a Wisdom saving throw. So basically, it moves in a random direction after effect if it fails the save.
wow.
Okay. I'm gonna use my movement to move to the back of the wagon.
All right. So that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and that would be 5 points of damage.
Just a question.
ow.
The cloud that gets emitted around the Achaieriders, does it stay around the Achaieriders, or if the Achaieriders moves away, does the cloud stay there?
No, it is emitted in the space that they were, and then once they leave it, it stays in that space.
Okay.
Jeff, she is at half movement, so she can only move up to max 15 feet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Difficult terrain.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
Wow, wow, wow.
All right. So, Ugo, your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to rage.
Oh yeah.
And as I do that, I go, the way that Ugo rages is, everybody's angry! And he charges the one laying prone.
Yeah, get her.
I'm gonna attempt to use the maul and the force damage, smack this thing, and also try to intimidate the Achaieriders that's to the right.
Okay.
The one with the riders.
one?
Yes. So the rage, the tattoo, the extra force damage on the maul. I'm also proficient in intimidation.
Okay.
And we know that they
Yeah.
respond.
I'll buy that.
So I'm going to try to essentially murder this rider and use it as a way to get them to, okay, maybe we should listen to that guy. So
Okay.
Yeah.
need some dice. Where'd those go? Here they are.
Wow, wow, wow.
Do I have advantage?
You do, from Fallstar.
Thank you, Fallstar. Ooh, that's a nice one. I rolled a 1 and a 19. So that's a 26.
This is to hit or to
Yeah,
imitate?
hit.
Yeah, so that's
the
a
hit first. Yeah.
That definitely
So-
hits.
He's going to take,
But yeah.
He's going to take 5 bludgeoning magical. Sorry, not 5. I apologize. 11 bludgeoning magical,
Okay.
and 4 force.
Oh, she's in a bad way.
Wow.
She ain't dead?
If that doesn't kill her, I'm gonna do it again. Okay.
Second attack.
Second attack.
All right.
Advantage?
You do have advantage from the Wookiee King.
She's
Why?
prone anyway.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you would have advantage.
Oh yeah, I would
anyway,
have
'cause she's
advantage.
prone.
That's right. Then I will take -5 to the roll.
All right.
20 hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first one is never. And this next one is
Say never.
Never say never.
it takes 20 magical bludgeoning and 1 force. And he says, "Touch my family!" And I'm attempting to intimidate that.
Yeah. The second maul hit comes down with such force that you hear a squish inside the leather jerkin. As you pull it back, there is only a smear where there once was a humanoid. The Achaieriders rears back, the 2 riders on that one holding on to the handlebars for dear life, trying to stay in command of it, but it seems to be completely disoriented and frightened.
Intimidation is 19.
Yeah. So
Can I give it a command?
you can.
Expel gas.
Oh, dude.
And a black cloud emits. And you see immediately, for the free action, both of the riders pull up their scarves in their mouths and start coughing.
Are we able to see that rider now, or they're in a black cloud?
Yeah, I mean, it's still
They're obscured at this point, but this cloud of toxic black smoke. In fact, you recognize it as being the same stuff that you fought in the Mage's Tower. This smoke swirling. It coalesced into a creature at that time. This time it just swirls around the bird, who is screeching and freaking out. And the riders, just as the smoke comes up from the back of the beast, excreted from its pores, they pull up their mask just as you see the smoke envelop them in a black veil. You can't even see through it.
And I use my 10 feet left to move 5 feet next to the Achaierid.
All right.
I'm assuming that's going to probably engulf me as well.
If you're going to get into it, yeah,
Yeah.
it will.
Yep.
So then you're going to roll your.
So and my magical darkness vision doesn't help me see through that, I assume.
No,
Yeah.
it's just obscured.
It's
yeah,
obscured.
It's not, yeah.
Oh, so I can take shots at it?
You can take shots at it. You'll be at disadvantage.
Okay.
So
Shots
you
at
need
the
to. 46.
Liz, you're still chilling as that guy.
Okay, you take 15 points of damage by walking into the cloud.
Poison?
Poison
Ooh.
damage. You do
Resistance?
Resistance. So half of that would be 7.
Oh.
And
Dude.
confusion means
I don't get a save at all?
you do get a save. It is a wisdom save,
That's not so
which you have advantage for from the Wookiee King.
Thank you, Wookiee King. Nat 20.
Nat 20 confirmed.
All right. So you save that, and which ends the effect of confusion immediately.
Cool.
So you step into this black cloud. There are forms in there, and immediately you feel the stinging inhale of thick, noxious black smoke. You remember it. It feels familiar when you were enveloped by the creatures in the Mage's Tower. It burns and stings just as it did then. But you are not confused. You managed to steel yourself against the effect in your head of being disoriented.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. All right, we got some cards. Civ got 2 forces of good.
Nice.
From Change Box.
Change box.
Yeah.
Change box.
Change box.
Fahima got a force of good from Civ's love interest.
Ooh,
Force of
hey.
good from Emperor Bud Patine.
Nice.
For me?
You?
Oh, thanks,
Yes.
Emperor Bud.
We got awesome balloons from Joker 38, Dresden Dark, AJ McLeod, Lego My Uggo, TK421. So many people.
Why aren't you
thank
at your post?
digging this. I hope. I'm not.
I am.
So these guys were supposed to
Do you want us to read
Destroy
these?
you. Yes, please.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't underestimate.
You're not doing a poor
Yeah.
job at it. Don't worry about that.
The first card is T-shirt time. Once the party at the Wink and the Smile is about to start, a portal opens in front of the party, but only for an hour. They may hop through and enjoy a well-deserved party and a quick rest, then return where they originally were.
That's so nice.
Enjoy the Jersey Shore Pine Rumple Warriors.
That's so awesome.
Oh, I love that. We get to go to
Warrior
the
is not
party.
a bad
Yeah.
team name.
Warriors isn't bad, actually.
BT Dubs.
Especially after dealing with these rope
I
warriors.
like Pine Rumple Warriors a lot.
Okay,
A lot.
fine. Let them vote on it.
There's one name
Jared
we'll
is
be happy
not
with.
amused.
Yeah.
Jared's got his heart set.
Where we're going, we don't need roads. Use this card when attempting to travel by Vardo through rough terrain. Trees bend, mud hardens, and the ground becomes smooth in front of you.
Nice.
Returning to normal after you pass over it. Lasts until the Achaieriders' next rest. That is a super sweet card
That's awesome.
that I'm
Yeah.
gonna save.
All right, my card from Civ's love interest is called 3, 2, 1, math. Great. So I need to gather one of each type of dice in your hand, close your eyes, and then roll them all in the box. When you open your eyes, add the numbers as quickly as you can while a teammate counts down 3, 2, 1. If you total the numbers correctly before time runs out, you receive a +5 intelligence bonus on your next skill check. Please count slowly.
Roll in the box.
You gotta
I'll
do
count
it
for you.
now, legit.
I'll
Yeah,
count
roll
for you.
in the box.
Roll in the box. Roll in the box. Roll in the box.
Okay, 1, 6,
2,
13,
1.
14, 15,
What is
16,
it?
17, 18, 19, 20.
It is, hang on.
Does that count?
14 to 19. It's 20. She's right.
Pretty good. Well done.
I'm so proud of you.
That's amazing.
She didn't even have to take her shoes off.
Yay! Okay, and this one is from Emperor Babatine. This one is called Conrad's Phoenix Egg Incubator. Wait, who made
perfect for
this? It seems this device will allow a phoenix egg that is kept in it overnight to hatch a phoenix that is the age it was when last injured.
Whoa.
This requires giving up 4 spell slots for the following day. I would give up all my spell slots the following day.
Don't say that.
You can edit it.
Don't say that.
After each use, make a DC 15 plus number of uses durability check. The device breaks if the check fails.
Oh, wow.
This is huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. That means Meep can come back.
That's huge.
I also like that we've started incorporating like somewhat magical items into this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
This
Good.
is the best.
Massive. And you got it.
Baller.
Great.
Great card to whoever submitted that. Wow. Wow.
Okay, so we are up to the Achaieriders' turn.
Yeah. And no one is afraid anymore, well, except for the one that
Uggo
was just intimidated.
smeared.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not afraid.
That bird is intimidated, but you commanded it to
Expel
gas, so
Right.
it's not really doing anything other than that. Okay, so this one is just gonna, it is bad. It got kicked in the head. It's gonna stand up, and it is gonna do a multi-attack.
It has disadvantage on its first roll.
Okay. It is going to do multi-attack against Civ. Disadvantage, well, it's already rolled a 3. It's not going to get any worse than that. Second attack, it's also a 3. Oh my.
It's all right, my AC is pretty high right
It got kicked in the head. It's like getting up at you and it just swings wildly and it can't even hit you. You're standing there encased in wood from the amulet. It can't do anything.
He gets up. Who's my sister? Who's it?
What?
Exactly.
It has nimble action.
I got kicked in the head a couple times, man.
It's gonna take its nimble action and disengage.
I
from
got
you.
him. I got him. Alternatively, I also had I like strawberry.
Don't I get a attack of
No,
opportunity?
it has nimble action, so it used its nimble action as a bonus
All right.
Nice.
to disengage. This one, these are no longer feared. These ones just got blowed up.
Yeah.
Blowed up.
This thing is coming
Trees are
barreling down the
probably
road.
Are they? Are those trees on fire? I need
Yes,
to know.
absolutely. These trees are on fire.
Great.
In fact, you have your little. Here we go.
I
fire.
can use that.
Oh, yeah. Control that flame.
All right.
blow it up more.
So, this Achaieriders.
I'm trying to make eye contact with the guy that looks like me, by the way.
I love it.
Searching for a connection.
This Achaieriders, these guys are in the smoke. They're gonna try to command this thing who's already been intimidated. I'm gonna do an animal handling check to see if they can make that happen.
Ooh, can it be
Disadvantage.
contested?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
Disadvantage.
that's fine.
Come here. Come here.
I had to ask.
Come here.
Just gonna run. They're running. You guys have scared them. They thought it was gonna be an easy stagecoach heist.
Nah,
I'm
bro.
gonna take the
Not so much.
attack of opportunity. Jeff.
Sure.
Advantage? No. Yes.
Still not cloud?
Sentinel
Yeah, from Sorayama. Actually, if you're in the cloud,
Yeah.
let's just straight roll because you
Cool, great,
had
fine.
advantage, but it'll
Perfect.
cancel out. Sorayama.
Does 18 hit it?
Yes.
Okay. Its movement becomes 0.
Oh, man.
How long does that cloud stick around?
It sticks around a while. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Does take 14 bludgeoning damage.
This was to the
and-
bird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bludgeoning. Well, I don't want it to move.
Gotcha.
Bludgeoning damage. I'm also raging, so it's not like I can really think clearly. Yeah, 14 magical bludgeoning and 2 force.
16 total.
All right.
Yeah, I don't.
All right.
was a
These
tumble!
guys, these guys are gonna swing at you with disadvantage in the dark because they can't move. They're trying to get their bird out of the
Right.
smoke, and they're just gonna swing wildly. One of them is. At this point, it doesn't even. Oh, that's a hit. It's 25, and then a second hit. Oh, the same, 18 and 18. 2 25s.
Those both hit.
Ooh.
So that will at least be something.
I exist to make you feel like you're somewhat effective.
Whoa.
You know what? I appreciate it. That is 13 points of damage
Okay.
for the first one. And
What type of damage?
slashing. Yeah. And that is 16 points of damage for the second one.
So another 8, so a total of 14.
14 points of damage. And then the second character is going to try to. Oh, I have advantage from Emperor Bud Patine. Oh, look at that. Let's see if we can do that. That's good. It was an 8. 19. All right, so one hit from the answer with the scimitar.
That's not a drummer on the back of that bird?
No, there were only 2 of them that had drummers. That was a dancer, but
Got
you
it.
guys didn't even. You guys don't care. That's
You can dance later.
15 points of damage, slashing damage.
7.
Can he scream out, but I'm a dancer?
I'm a dancer! So
You can dance if you want to.
Yeah.
those ones have gone. These ones have not gone. These guys are going to run up from the fire.
Unless this Achaieriders right there is doing anything.
It is riderless. It just saw its rider get smashed. It'll probably run right by Uggo, but you've already used your attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and I wouldn't anyway. It's not. It doesn't have a rider, so I don't care.
35, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 82, 89, 90, 91.
Okay.
It dashed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the dash.
These guys are going to
You're taking off?
15, yep. Okay, you hear something as they run. You hear something from this corner as this Yavardo is still kind of heading down this road, and you hear as these guys scream. The music has stopped. The attack on you has been thwarted. It's carnage. There's blood down this ravine. There's a smoke cloud and disoriented people running everywhere. A smear where a human used to be. There are discarded leather jerkins with cool insignias on them. I mean, it is a massacre. And you see them try to run. And from this corner, Lily, actually, you would hear it. You and Fahima would probably hear it first. There is a sound in this corner as they I mean, it's not a corner. It's a corner for us, but it's not for them. As they try to escape through the woods through here, you hear a sound that is not far away. You hear, and then there's a horrible rustling. And you see the Achaieriders go into the brush. It pulled into the brush. This massive 750-pound, 15-foot tall bird pulled into the brush. The trees rustle and you lose sight of them. You see two of the riders in their leather jerkins run to the edge of the woods and turn back and look and make eye contact with you, who they see as their leader. And they look and they don't know what, and then they're it pulled back into this, out of the back of these trees. And what you see emerging in this horrible sound of crunching and biting
Is this the Fangs part of the title of this
are
episode?
wolves.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Okay.
But not like any wolves you've ever seen before.
Okay.
These are giant. They are,
Like literally the size of them is giant?
no.
Oh.
Large.
It's a descriptor. They are enormous wolves, hideous, fanged. They have bone sticking out of the back of them. Their eyes are blood red and look incredibly fierce. They come pouncing out of the woods, and they leap into the air. The Achaieriders is out of sight. You hear crunching and biting. It leaps, it pounces on this guy. You see it actually in one motion chomp down on its face and pull back, and it rips its skull and its face. There's an arc of blood that shoots out from its face, and it goes back again and pulls its arm out of the socket, ripped out, blood gushing everywhere. This one tries to run. He throws his axe, both axes at the thing. They right into the shoulders of these wolves, and there are more of them. They keep coming.
Whoa.
There's a whole pack rushing out, eating, feasting on these guys. They're absolutely overwhelming them, leaping, jumping high up in the air, landing on them, rending flesh from bone. You see blood pouring out of all of them. The wolves seem to be seeping into the flesh, digging their claws and their fangs deep into these people. The Achaieriders on its back, you can see as your Vardo gets closer, there are a lot of them.
Everyone back to the cart!
And we're gonna see what happens after the break.
Oh boy. Okay.
Wow.
Danger!
Wow.
All right.
Real.
So,
Jeez. That was half the show. Wow.
we thought we had taken down the biggest threat, but there's a bigger one coming. And I hope you come back after the break and find out what it is, because I think you're gonna like it. I'm not sure they will, but I think you will. I'm certainly gonna enjoy it, and I'm very excited that Lord Araban's gonna take care of you. I hope you stick around. We'll be back after a short intermission. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.
Have you spell slots left?
No. I know you do.
Normally, I would say, fear not, adventurers. However, I've changed my tone. I think we need to start fearing, because this does not look good. Oh, no. I have encountered wolves. Oh, yeah! Ah, I'm like a little birdie. I tweet. Hello, children. It's me, Lord Arabani. And I'm a little baby. No, I'm not. What the hell? Ah! Oh, my goodness, the utter pain. Oh, Patrick, have you lost your freckled mind? What was the purpose of that? What did I ever do to you? I'm not going to be able to shake that one off, folks. No, that's going to stay with one. That's going to stay with me for all the evening, because I certainly expelled every last bit of my entrails into my coat, whatever this thing is that I'm wearing. Oh boy, that was a very intense burn. Milo, can you... Yes, of course. No. No, I asked you to get them earlier! Yes, the diapers, please. Just hand me one pair. Goodness gracious. Oh. Yeah, that's right, I would like that too. Yes, good. No, the rash! For the rash! Good. All right. Feeling much better now. Let's get back to where we were. Uh-oh. Yes, I'm going to be sick. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm great. I feel wonderful. As I was saying, I'm a little worried. More for myself now than I am for the adventurers. Lord Erebin, can you make me your second in command? Randy, leave me the F alone. Can't you see that I'm in pain? Obsolete gamer. Oh, really? I sound awful? Wow, what do I sound like when I sound good? You're what a surprising observation you've made, my man. Of course I sound awful. I've just been burned, as if to be burned by the fires of hell. What the hell do you expect? Stop it! Please, everyone that thinks it's funny to hurt me, lest you forget that I am the one that is bringing you the show in the first place. If I cannot be here, then who is going to bring you the show? No one. So don't use Milo's bull. Have I not told you it's broken? It's broken. It does not work. I mean, it works, but it doesn't work. You get the idea. Yes, Fireflame across my eyes. Pain. Randy, because I don't like anything right now. Nothing! Do you see? You all should be fighting against those that are trying to fight me. And when you use the ball, you fight me. Do you like that? Do you like it when others feel pain? Is that fun for you? It shouldn't be. It's burning as if the insides of my soul have been wrought with lava. Is that fun? Yes, Fireflame, you are correct. Life is pain. I won't lie. You bring up a good point. Hello, Divide and Conquer, how are you? All right, listen, Soviet potato, I can't even pick it up. That's the worst part. At this point, it's stuck on that shelf. Look, we never even were able to take it down. The reason why we have to keep saying week after week after week after week that we took it down but it's back up is because I don't know how to get it off. I am a very, very capable illithid. I have great power. But I cannot get that damn ball from leaving the shelf. And little Milo over here, yes, you little freak, he will not stop. But I need your help, people. I need your help, not your hurt. I can't listen, Raisin Bran 66. First of all, Raisin Bran is the most delicious breakfast cereal in the world. That is not a lie. It's true. And if anyone disputes it, they are wrong, number one. Number two, no, La Cosa Nostra, it's not Reese's. They are good candies, not a good cereal. Trust me, I've eaten all of them, I know. I don't care about your love, everyone. I don't want your love. I want you to stop causing my pain. The lack of pain is what I would like, not your love. Anyone who uses that damn bowl again, do you understand what I want? What I want from you, I want you to denounce them. Every one of them. If they do it, if they use it, denounce them as bad little children. All right. I think I'm back online. Little bit. Still can't use my left hand. No, it's good. Let me see. Left fingers, right, left. I can't move yet. No, unfortunately. Right fingers, do they work? Left fingers, yes. We got the left finger. Yes. We're coming back online. This is good. Right hand, what? Right hand. What the? Mommy! Are you out there? Please! Love me! Did I ever tell you that sometimes pain is so bad that it feels good? Have I ever said that? Because I feel fantastic right now. I think they call it endorphins, no? Yes. No. Ah! Brewy. Hotoloti koodi. Mapoop-a-boop-a-boop-a-boop-a-booply. Chupa-boop-a-boop-a-booply. Aloop-a-loop-a-loop-a-loop-a-looply. What am I saying? What has gone into me? Ah! Oh, an IOU. Thank you, Divide and Conquer. We can put something towards the light for the next... And then the illithid opened its mouth and cried out, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Someone come to my aid. Perhaps maybe my minion who doesn't do anything. I need you now. Please, oh please, bring me freedom from this horrid life. Can you purchase Milo? Yes, Queen Scarlet, you can. I will give him to you for negative 5,000 doll hairs. Literally negative. I will take doll hairs. Give you doll hairs to take him. Wait. Does that even make sense? I don't know. I would give you Milo for no hammers. Maybe 1 hammer. 2 hammers? Let me burp. That's better. Everyone, let me tell you a story that I think you'll like. There are 7 unique digital items that could influence the game. Don't know what they are? Well, I'll tell you. Show love, our celebratory item. Send love to the team whenever you want. That's the balloons. The heart-shaped balloons. Or you could grant the gift of advantage, the ability to roll 2 20-sided dice at once and take the higher of the 2. If you feel the players have had it too easy, you can set the trap of disadvantage. So if a player has advantage, this disadvantage will counter it. And if the player does not have an advantage, they will roll 2 20-sided dice at once and take the lowest. After all, life is pain. Or perhaps you'll take pity on the adventuring party and have a player draw a Force of Good card. Or to add an additional challenge to the adventure, have a player draw a Force of Evil card. When you buy one of these digital items, please specify which player at the table it's for, or I will make the choice for you. Or maybe even Milo will make the choice for you. Or perhaps no one will make the choice for you. Perhaps we'll just all make no choices. And remember, it's on you. You can purchase an IOU. And when you do, it will light a candle. And when the goal of 20 candles is reached, a Force of Good card awarded to a random member of the team. Oh, and please disregard Milo's bureau. He had me moved it. We had removed it. We had removed it, but Milo decided to add it back at the last minute. Just leave it alone. Trust me, it's bad for the party and for me. Nothing more to be said here. Oh, goodness gracious. What just happened? Milo, was I sleeping? Milo, do you know if I was sleeping? Milo, it's important you give me this recognition now. Look at me in my eyes. Do you understand this? Look at me. Yes. Was I just asleep? Yes, I was. Good. So I just dreamed that I read that entire middle bit of the intermission. Correct, right? That didn't happen. Do I need to go through it again? No, look at me in the eyes before. No, look at me in the eyes, Milo. Do I need to read it again? Did they get it? Good. All right, here we go. From the top. And remember, there are 7 unique digital items that... What? Oh, I did read it. Son of a... All right. What's next? No. Patrick. You're my man. Listen, I love you. And I love everyone that's watching right now. Please don't ever purchase the ball again. It really isn't okay. Like, it's a crime. Okay? So, we'll get on to the next part, all right? Thank you, everyone. Raisin Bran, I appreciate that. Did you hear about the Dungeon Run shirts? Dungeon Run shirts. Some designs will be put away in my vault and no longer available for purchase. So I recommend you act soon. And hooray! You can get 20% off of all orders with the code. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. THANKS. From November 23rd to November 30, I'll be nice and keep all the current shirt designs available for the sale. Head to the dungeonrun.fandom.com for more info. Oh, Jessica Lynn Parsons wants to know where's Queso Gatto. Well, funny you ask, Jessica. I haven't seen him around. Surprising, since he was the last one that dropped Milo's ball on the last show. Interesting. I wonder if he's not feeling so well. Perhaps those of you that are using Milo's ball may not feel so well after the show either. Perhaps you'll have a bout of diarrhea. or some sort of flu-like symptoms, like a runny nose or sniffles. The same thing, really, right? Don't worry, it wouldn't be that bad. The IOU should have a healing effect for you, Lord Ereband. Fire Flame 7! That's the greatest idea I've ever heard. Now, can someone use their magic, maybe someone from the team, to do that, please? I would like it. Oh, obsolete gamer. Not only am I not Queso Gator, but I am the absolute enemy. I am his worst nightmare. And we will never be friends, as he now knows. Achaieriders, I appreciate that, though you do know that I do not eat sugar, yes? So really, that would just make the situation worse. I appreciate it, yes. Sure, Randy, we're friends. Yes, and as well as everyone out there, we're all friends. I love you all so much. I couldn't be happier to be here with all of you, while my bum is on fire. Soviet potato, I would love it. Is it Brains Day today, J-Freak? Is it? If it is, that's wonderful. Then perhaps I could enjoy someone's brains and perhaps feel a bit better. Lord Ereband, I can't help but feel that's not really... Maybe a bull... No, bulls are fine. Do wolves like music? They want to know, everyone. Katie Michaels wants to know. Do wolves like music? And thank you for that, Opened Stingray. And Zach Mac for your light as well. Does a depressed brain taste different? Actually, surprisingly, peppermints. Some of the tastiest brains are depressed. Because there's lots of intelligence in there. And that's the only thing I'm worried about. Oh, I forgot about the scary, large, death dealer wolves. Queen Scarlet. This is what I was coming back to you to discuss. And I promise you, I was here to help the team, perhaps just emotionally, deal with this upcoming fight. But no, in fact, I was bowled over by your love via that bull. Literally bowled over. You see, you got the idea there, right? Okay. Now, before we get back, I can't even speak anymore. You see this? The brain is actually gone. Before we get back to tonight's adventure, a reminder about the Dungeon Run Marathon. There will be a Dungeon Run Marathon starting this Saturday, November 23rd at 9 a.m. Pacific. Repeat after me, November 23rd, 9 a.m. Pacific, right here on caffeine.tv/The Dungeon Run. Over 110 hours of dungeon running, all of Jeff's episodes followed by Amy's Mending of Magic. Pretty cool, eh? And the good news is this. You'll get to see everything that's happened over these last many weeks, including each and every scream. But also the good news, and I mean scream from me, but also the good news is I won't have to actually feel them in real life. Although I am now, I won't have to deal with it later. And that's a wonderful thing. And since our adventurers will be spending time with their families while Milo and I celebrate our own Thanksgiving, there won't be a new episode of The Dungeon Run next week. But we'll be back with a brand new live episode on Wednesday, December 4th. Now, I want to thank all of you who've shared tonight's show. If you haven't, I ask you to do so, please. And remember, I'll be joining you in your social conversations around the game. I just won't be nice if you drop bowls. Please don't do that. Now, it's time to rejoin our adventurers.
And we're back. Thank you, Ereband. As we left, things were getting pretty intense. A pack of very strange-looking wolves just emerged from the tree line. There was a puff of black smoke as the Achaieriders' defense mechanism kicked in, but through that smoke, red glowing eyes, these creatures pouncing out of the blackness, coming out of the smoke, landing on the poor flock, ripping, rending, tearing them into shreds, a feeding frenzy of wolves. But these wolves are not like ones you've ever seen before. Like I mentioned, they have white bone coming out from the back of their neck and shoulders. They're larger, their teeth long, their snouts protruding, and they move with a quickness and an intention that is absolutely terrifying.
I haven't heard or read about these before.
Well, you certainly haven't seen anything quite like this.
Okay.
You certainly haven't seen anything quite
Are
like
they
this.
actually eating them? Or are they just killing them?
From your position, Civ, I don't know if you'd be able to make that determination.
Sure.
You saw it rip a guy's head off.
You saw it rip a guy's head off, rip a guy's arm off, and then kind of dig in to the body. So you know, you can roll a perception check on your turn if you like.
No, that's fine.
Thanksgiving.
I think I know what's going on.
Okay.
What? Tell us.
The head of the pack here, as this black, gray, and brown horde of white teeth and fangs, of claws, of movement, of bloodlust comes out of the tree line. The front one leaps 30 feet out, pounces on the back of your Achaierid, hitting it. Its leap attack.
No!
Bad.
Bad boy!
Bad
Does a
dog.
dexterity saving throw. And we will do that now.
I'm gonna murder you.
I have disadvantage from Twinsen, and I rolled a natural 20. Twinsen!
Wow.
Oh!
That's okay, because the next one was a 19. Okay, so you see this thing leap 30 feet. It comes out of the tree line, out of this black, swirling cloud of toxic fumes that the Achaierid, in a last gasp of life, spewed forth. It comes out, the clouds part, the eyes, its comrades on its side take down the people around it, the humanoid bodies, blood splurting, flying into the air. This thing leaps into the air, claws out, fangs protruding, mouth agape, landing on the back of your Achaierid. Its claws digging into the back of the feathers, blood splurting out. It does...
Landflies, no.
It's on the back.
That's Bluff Planada.
It's Bluff Planada, no.
Ah, Bluff Planada.
Now I don't want that to happen. You guys didn't tell me that one. You told me the one in the back was
No.
Bluff Planada.
Feel bad, feel bad, Jeff.
You didn't choose your own. So.
If you
How's it
touch,
feel now, Bluff?
Don't you dare touch pancake.
Oh,
Are those-
that is
are those cannon?
17 points of damage on the on Bluff, I guess.
How many hit points do our Achaierid have?
Achaieriders have 90 hit points.
Whoa!
Okay, but yeah, still not
Still
great.
a lot.
Yeah.
Party.
So is this like a surprise round?
Huh?
The wolves showing up and jumping in and attacking, is that a surprise round?
Well, they're working on initiative, which is the end of the
End of the
round,
see.
right?
I see.
So they would be 7th in line after
Okay.
all of you guys.
7th in line to the throne.
Yeah.
When you play the Game of Thrones.
And this thing, you know, it's standing right here. Your birds are frightened. These ones are coming up fast. This one, let's see, what do we got? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It can't really get it to you without dashing. So we're not going to do anything quite yet.
Where did they come from? Did they come out of the mountains in that direction? Do we see what's in that
This
direction?
sort of ravine goes like this and then heads off, and there's trees back here, there's forest back here.
Just out of the dark forest.
Just out of the dark forest.
Understood.
And there's more beyond what is minied.
You can't see. Black cloud. Black cloud, trees, tree line. So you can't quite see past into where that is and what's coming at you. These things are just feeding here. So we'll go top of the round, Civ. Okay, we got some cards too. I gotta stop for you for that. There's a Force of Evil from Milo's Bowl.
Oh.
So we'll see who gets that.
Hope you liked it.
That's a 3, and it's for James.
Sure, fine.
Hope you like it.
That's right. There you go, James. But there are some forces of good as well. There's a force of good for James from Multiverse Cleric.
Wow.
And two forces of good for Lily, one from
this is me?
Praetorian and one from Multiverse Cleric.
Aw, thanks,
Thanks,
Praetorian.
Multiverse Cleric. Ooh, this is
I might
bad
really
timing
need
for this one.
these.
Does it look like the Achaieriders can still move with this thing on its back, or does it look like that's going to stop the Vardo from moving because it's...
I think it's going to have a hard time. I mean, Lily's going to have a heck of a animal handling check to see if they'll keep moving. You have loyalty, which is the feat that lets them still listen to your commands while taking damage.
Even if they're attacked, yeah.
Right, but this is, this thing is on its back and it's, it's pretty intense. So we'll see. It's going to be a high DC to see what.
Here are the forces. Force of Evil from Milo's Bowl. Badly timed. I can't. I have to figure this out. Viewer submitted. Lose 1 round in combat as you ponder this riddle. How do you confuse a hero of Bingle? Flip over the card for the answer. There's nothing on that. So I lose my next round.
Do you want me to snooze that?
That is very poorly timed.
Do you want me to snooze it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
How?
For 10 minutes?
Did you?
For 10
Oh,
minutes.
you didn't go off
For
last
10
time?
minutes, yeah.
The other one's Lord Araban's Lucky D20 from Multiverse Cleric. Viewer submitted. You find Lord Araban's Lucky D20. Re-roll any attack save roll while also rolling 1d4. Add that value to the roll, but also receive that much psychic damage, yikes, for using Lord Araban's dice without his permission. Why is it slimy? No, it doesn't say only 1d4. It's 120 plus 1d4.
No. You get the D4 is the damage you get.
Goodness. Okay, I was gonna say that's
Yeah, you
brutal.
could just like.
No, you get to re-roll the
Die.
20, add a D4 to it, but the D4 also applies as damage.
Copy that. Thank you. I was gonna say that's not very good for a force of good. But
Yeah.
Okay, I have one from Praetorian, Blessing Belated. When you roll a natural 20, you may choose to give yourself disadvantage and save that natural 20 for later use. However, you can only use that natural 20 when you do not have advantage on the roll or your advantage has been countered.
Ooh.
Awesome. And then I have, from Multiverse, Specialized Bag of Health. Roll a D4. Yes, right now. We'll wait.
Fine.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Out of the box.
does it
No,
count?
yeah.
2. Record the number out of the amulet. Pops an empty bottle and a specialized bag of holding. Nothing can be put in the bag, looking at you, Ugo, except the bottle. Once per day, for the number of days you rolled, you can put the empty bottle in the bag and it will be filled with a health potion.
Whoa!
That's
Health
awesome.
potion.
That's fantastic.
Right on.
You might really need those very soon.
Yep.
Yay.
Okay. Save your
Me? Okay. 10, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
35, 40. God, that's my whole friggin' turn. This half movement thing sucks. I'm grumbling about my wooden armor the whole time. I'm jumping and leaping over things. Clang, 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 jump, climb, up on top. And then once I get up there, I'm gonna shout down to Lily and say, take us off-road, I have a plan.
Which way?
Is this south, east? What direction is this?
You're heading north on the road, right? So this
Here
would
to
be-
the right.
This would be east.
2 o'clock.
So which direction is it?
East.
East.
North.
South.
So
Also known as
northeast.
right.
Northeast. Yes.
And then I would like to use this card, Where We're Going, We Don't Need Roads. This is the one that opens up all the rough terrain.
Right.
Nice.
So then if she veers off and starts going through trees and stuff, they'll part ways.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
But what about rough terrain?
Use this card when attempting to travel by Vardo through rough terrain. Trees bend, mud hardens, and the ground becomes smooth in front of you, returning to normal after you pass over it. Lasts until the Achaieriders' next rest. So in other words, you can blaze a trail off of the main road.
So it doesn't make the top of where I'm walking non-difficult terrain.
No. Just
No. It just
the Vardo.
allows the Vardo to travel where it shouldn't be able to.
Okay.
Okay, dokie.
Okay, that's your turn.
Yeah, and I'm saying it loud enough so that Uggo and James can hear it.
Lily, you're
Okay.
up. Then James.
So I am going to. So those wolves are all feeding on those ding dongs. Okay. So I am going to.
Harsh words.
That's a term of endearment for me.
They have ho-hos and ding-dongs. They like sweets.
I can't. I don't think it'll matter.
Okay.
Right now with what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, I will veer with my movement here, but I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on that pack of wolves.
Okay. What's the range on that?
120
Probably can make it.
feet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Pull up that.
Bow, bow.
All right. So they got to do a bunch of saves, right?
Yes.
Wow.
4 of them?
Yeah, wisdom saves. 15. Which
Stop.
means my healing thing goes away because it's a different concentration.
Thank you, Grammy.
I have disadvantage.
It was going to be gone pretty
Vincent
soon.
hates me.
Is that yours?
Yeah, look what you put us
Very
up
pretty.
against.
11.
Fail.
Oops. 4, 7, 9.
Nice.
Okay, they all failed. So, what?
What color? No, that's
Oh. I was like, what? Lily-colored purple. You create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. So over that, I think they're all within a 30-foot
On top of all those
cube.
boys.
They make a wisdom save throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay.
Beautiful.
The spell ends if the creature takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of the stupor.
wow, that's all of them, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the one on the back.
Except for the one on the back. And then I will with my movement, kind
All
of
right, roll an
towards the
animal handling
Achaierid.
check for me. You do have advantage.
Yeah.
from Captain
Attempt.
Pellegro.
You have advantage, sure.
Oh, I have advantage. Great. That would be great.
Guessing that was a 1.
No, it was a 7, but that's not great with the wolf on its back. 14.
14. So yeah, you managed to yank the reins, and the Achaierai has a wolf with its teeth sunk into the back of its neck. It screeches and howls, and the other Achaierai kind of bashes into it, and you manage to turn the Vardo this way and head off as the road, the side of the road actually starts to reconstitute itself. Ferns and bits of rock and protruding obstructions recede and flatten, and the amulet is glowing and flashing and blinking, and everything starts to, trees actually start to shrink, and everything starts to become traversable
Nice.
in that moment. So this thing is still on the back, so you're kind of going over you want to head off this direction?
Yeah.
Okay. How far are we going?
I mean, how far can it go with the
what's your
thing
speed?
on its
It's gonna go half speed.
Yeah, I don't imagine I'd have much control, honestly, over what they're doing.
So we're about here.
Because of the wolf.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right. So that's your turn, Lily?
Yeah.
James, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna call out towards the cloud of Uggo. Uggo, fall back to the cart! And start heading in that direction.
How far?
30 feet for now. I have one. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Throw it at somebody.
I'm gonna give Jessica a paper cut. I have one. Would you allow Yes, okay, this is what let the dice troll from Joker 38. Holder of card plus one party member, I'm giving it to Uggo, of holder's choice, regenerates 1d4 health per round for 1d4 rounds. So we both get one per 1 round. Brutal. Brutal.
Sometimes.
Kiss of health.
Oh, we got some love from D&D Kid, Evelyn, Saber Gamer, Vorko Sagan, J Freak, Changebox. Thank you for those balloons. We appreciate them very much.
Is that my action?
To use that card?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that is it.
And that is what I have done.
All right.
That is it. Yes.
FEMA, then Uggo.
Can I command the Achaierid to release its black smoke as well as do a spell?
I will say you can do a command as a bonus action because it's just a verbal
Okay.
cue.
Okay. So I will first have Meep fly down a 15-foot cone and try to disguise on top, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I want to aim the bottom tip of the cone on the wolf.
Okay.
Without hitting the bird.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
So she'll swoop down, breathe out the fire cone, and then swoop back to me.
I'll try.
The cone is a three-dimensional cone, right? It's not a plane of a
Right.
cone. Mm-hmm. So.
What if she went up?
And pointed down?
Yeah.
Yeah, or
She still hit the Achaierid, I think.
just
She
if
was
she can
15
like
feet away?
graze the top of it.
I mean, we can attempt that. I think you're asking a lot from something that comes out of your mouth.
Can I roll like a
Dex check or something?
yeah, dex check or a disadvantage to get it to?
Yeah, we can see. We can see what the. Well, have the Achaierid roll a save at disadvantage and see if it hits it or not. How about that?
Okay.
Does that work?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So what is it? It's a breath attack.
Yeah, and the wolf gets a dex saving throw, so it may only take half of 3d6.
And what's the save?
Dex.
Dex.
Dex, yeah.
16.
Yeah.
That's. I have advantage from Emperor Budpatine, but it was countered by Twinsen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's an 11.
Miss.
Ooh.
Or that's
So
a
if it
fail.
ends up doing damage to the Achaierid, you can just use that.
Can
The
I?
Achaierid gonna saving throw too, you said.
Oh yeah, the Achaierid takes a saving throw.
Oh. Send it back to its cast.
Yeah, the Achaierid rolled a 6 and a 4, so it's gonna take damage.
They both fail.
They both failed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot. Oh, man. Okay.
I mean, that's I think fair, right?
Yeah,
It's-
totally. We rolled for it.
Moving and trying to fly.
yeah, it's not easy, and you know this is stuff coming out. It's not something you can pinpoint precision.
Right.
That is 7 fire
Points of damage?
7 fire damage. Bonus action. Release the smoke or whatever command we've decided on.
All right.
And I'm also gonna shout to James, I have a healing potion.
Okay.
Question about the whole releasing the smoke thing on the Achaierid.
Yeah.
When she gives the command, do they all do it simultaneously, or can she say,
Yeah, we can
"Pancake, do
individually do it."
versus,
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, this one would have done it on its own,
Right.
but for the fact that it had the loyalty feat, it's waiting to be commanded.
Right.
So it's a defense mechanism for these things. So it's going to release it on command, and the bad news is it's going to stay right there, and the cart's probably going to go right through it.
Right.
If you're going
Oh.
straight, but it does land on the wolf with full force because the wolf failed its con save.
Great.
So it takes.
Yeah.
Lily, you're going to be
mentioned that, I was
breathing
like,
in
ooh.
some smog.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Do you still have a handkerchief?
Covered
It
the
takes 10 points of damage.
Wow. Nice. Wow.
It's the first time we've damaged that thing. 10 points of damage on the wolf, but we didn't do the fire damage.
It
the
took
breath.
7 fire damage.
7, if it It
They
failed, so
failed.
it'll take full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Achaieriders took 7 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I already got that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meepa's landed back on my shoulder.
Cool. So that concludes your turn, which means that it is Ugo's turn.
Okay, well, Ugo's going to use his bonus action, aggressive, to move 40 feet in a line towards the one on the back of the Achaierai.
The wolf.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, it has to be a straight line.
Doesn't have to be,
5, 10,
as long as I move closer and closer.
40.
And then movement speed,
Which is 30.
40.
40. Jeez.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna pick up James
Okay.
and then grab on
To the railing.
to the railing. And
Let's roll a dexterity check to see if you can
Both of us?
do that. I mean, if you're in his arms. it's
acrobatics?
just-
Yeah.
Acrobatics? Because I'm
I'd
picking
say-
him up?
I would say athletics.
Okay.
You have advantage, Ugo, from.
I already have
moving stance
advantage.
of- Oh, you already have.
I'm raging. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
25?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, 25.
I see Ugo charging out of smoke directly at me, like.
Yeah.
"Ah!"
Yeah.
You also know that Ugo, you see as he gets closer to you, he's bleeding profusely.
Yeah, yeah. We both are.
On the verge of might pass out.
Okay.
Okay, so you're grabbing onto this?
Yeah.
The handhold?
Yeah.
And hoisting yourself up?
Yeah,
Or just hanging on?
I had an action, so I don't know. The point would be try to get James into the Vardo is really what I would a goal to be for
Right.
the round as my action.
So I think that as you run up and grab onto the handhold, you can kind of throw him in and hang on yourself, maybe put a foot up,
works.
and you're on the side hanging on for dear life on this Vardo. James, you're inside.
Okay, good.
You know, you've been thrown inside.
And then I'm. Yeah, I think that's about all I can do.
Okay. So now we are at the best day ever for these guys
Boy.
who are just
Oh, right.
getting out of Dodge. Did they suffer? No, it was intimidated, but you left.
Right.
And they were
It's
in their
still
own
in the
black
cloud.
They're in their own black cloud. They're fine with that. They do that all the time.
NBD.
They got goggles and stuff for that. That's specifically what they do. So they're just gonna jet. They're just out of. They
out.
saw half of their gang get absolutely torn up by you guys, so they're out of there. This Achaierai,
Doesn't know where to go.
there's fire here.
There's a bunch
It
of
would
bad
not run that
monsters.
way.
Yeah, it's not good, man.
Puts on the brakes.
Yeah, it's gonna screech and try to run up here.
Come join the party.
Maybe it'll just turn around. Maybe it just turn around.
Never mind.
It wants to join us.
There's also a
Yeah,
giant.
maybe it'll
He just
purple-
steps in line with the back on the
It'll
one on the
cuddle
back.
up.
Just
With the
ran
back
this
one.
direction, right? It's gonna see that.
It did.
They're just gonna turn this way.
Yeah.
Animals don't tend to turn 180 degrees.
Not great.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60,
Hey, guys.
80. So it's like, it's jetting. That one's dead. These guys are fighting for their life. I think they're mostly tore up.
Mostly dead.
There's gonna be a couple of
How can you be neat
attacks.
this?
They probably would have had to have saved on that hypnotic pattern.
Oh, you're right. Good point.
Did they save again at the top of the turn? How does that go?
No,
No, I didn't roll their
It's
saves
just
at
if
all.
they take, as long
Oh.
as they take, if they take
Yeah.
damage or.
Right, which they have.
like you charmed all of them and everybody
They're
just
just-
stops.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
stop.
everything is like
It's like a
paused
tableau
Yeah.
over there.
Let me just roll their.
They're more than 60 feet away from us?
It's a 4.
Or they super
Yeah.
60 feet?
No, everybody's
Just
everybody's
incapacitated.
just staring at this purple,
Beautiful.
lovely shimmer in the sky that is mesmerizing
But if
all
they,
of them.
yeah, if they take damage, then it stops.
Well, but they're all in it, right?
Right.
They're all
No,
No,
Nobody's
I'm
attacking each
saying if
other.
anyone attacks them, then that stops. But yeah.
Yeah. but
maybe the fire.
Yeah, the fire.
grows,
maybe
yeah.
not,
Great
maybe not
point.
a few. Right away.
This guy. What he's doing.
Get on our thing.
Oh man, you killed all his
Yeah,
friends.
get on our thing.
Come with us. We'll save you.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Just gonna run that way
that's
as
what we'll
fast as
do.
you can.
This fight is making my brain hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
is it crazy?
So now we're up to the wolves.
that
The
wolf.
wolves on their turn get a chance, or it's just they lost it when it was
No.
cast.
They don't.
They get
live.
one chance, and unless they're hit or someone shakes them.
They're just in it.
That's brutal.
They don't save
For a
every
minute.
round? Wow.
Yeah. It's save or get affected. But if you have a smart person in your party, they can immediately end it.
yeah.
There's no problem. Smack them across the face and it's done.
Oh, I see. But they're wolves.
But if you get everybody, then
Well, and they're all incapacitated.
Yeah.
No
Everybody's
one can do
incapacitated,
anything.
right?
Yeah. And even wolves wouldn't probably
Yeah,
want to do that.
not for a minute, or unless they take damage.
Yep.
Yep. Wow.
Wow, they're all in it.
Yeah.
This is in it.
Hashtag Bard.
Hashtag Bard. Well,
well placed, Bard.
You got the wolf on the top of the top of the Achaieriders. That's the one.
yeah. Well, we got one more, but
Oh, do ya? Oh, do ya? Where is it, Jeff?
He's inside the Vardo. Ah!
here.
When he,
Throw you in there.
James gets in there. Hell, thank God. Ah!
would he see all of his
jump back
friends
out.
be paused and run away? to
Forget
go
this.
check on his family because he cares about his children.
Never mind.
Depends on the intelligence of it.
Okay.
And this one does.
Smart enough.
Might be a smart wolf.
Yeah.
Smart enough to know when he's outmatched.
Right.
I don't think they're regular wolves.
They're not regular wolves.
They're not regular
They're
wolves.
clearly not regular wolves. There is
Sorry,
one
I'm
Achai-
thinking.
There is one Achaieriders running.
Does it happen to be a full moon out?
true.
Jeff
What are we-
smiles.
Followed us.
Bigger wolves. What are wolves afraid of? Bigger
Lily
wolves?
throws garlic at them, mixing them up. with vampires.
Wrong mythology. It's all right.
Conjure a cat.
Okay.
Just chasing a cat. I know it's gonna get that little Achaieriders.
It was eating this Achaieriders. That was what it was doing.
It wasn't in the 30-foot.
No.
No, you put it here, right? It was
Yeah.
back in the tree line eating. That was where the cloud and they all came out.
That's still within
Yeah, it
30
does
feet,
look
though.
neat.
It was a 30-foot cube.
It's a 30-foot.
Oh,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
No, yeah. Just
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it was off the board, right?
yeah, it was.
it's 6 by 6.
All right. This wolf.
Still a very effective spell.
Smells like burnt
Yes, I'm a
hair.
failure.
One in how many?
If it's nothing, I don't acknowledge it. It's not all. I
Falls. Sorry for the delay. Falls.
okay.
Hits the ground. And
keep wanting to eat this stuff.
as it lands on the ground, you see it change.
No.
And stand up as a humanoid
Whoa.
wolf. A little smaller, but you know, still cool.
Still a wolf.
Still part wolf.
Interesting.
Hello.
And it's gonna run. It's gonna do something called where is it? Sorry, everybody. It's gonna do something called ricocheting charge.
Whoa. Sound good?
That sounds quite bad.
I can't get there.
Stay away from my spell.
It's not doing that, it's just dashing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Does the Achaieriders get attacks of opportunities?
Yeah, but they're not gonna take them.
Right.
What?
They're not.
They have to be commanded?
They're not gonna take attack of opportunities. No, they're
Aw,
they're
those-
birds that are meant to pull things.
Those
Yeah.
poor babies.
They're not battle mounts.
Right,
Those
exactly.
poor babies. They're scared.
Now, if we had
They
the
are
other ones,
scary.
maybe.
They're scared and they're burnt.
Uh,
Well, one of them's burned.
It's dashed. It doesn't do anything. Okay, top of the round.
Civ.
Civ.
Ooh.
Is everyone on the Vardo now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't shoot at him.
I'm going to climb up to the edge of the Vardo and kind of hang over the edge and say, keep us going.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to do Return of the Acid Rats. The amulet creates 2 acid rats from episode 0. They appear on either side of an enemy of your choice, each with a single hit point. When they go to 0 hit points, they explode in a 10-foot radius of 1d8 acid damage.
Wow.
And I'm gonna do 2 acid rats on either side of Mr.
Keep in mind they're 10 foot, so don't hit the ones that are hit.
But he has to hit them first.
Huh?
Just make sure not to waken the ones that are hypnotized.
Right, that's what I'm putting in on this guy.
10-foot radius, right? Isn't that what you just said, 10-foot radius?
Yes.
Yeah, just make sure it's within,
I think he's going over there to wake him up, though, so that's
point.
why I'm stopping him. So I'm gonna put the 2 acid rats on either side of him.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's my action. That's my turn.
Dice or something?
Okay. So now we're up to Lily. Are you continuing?
Is everybody on board?
Punch it!
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, if it's still blazing the trail, I'm going to full speed ahead.
Okay. So you guys move through
Do I need to
this,
do animal handling, or is
move
it?
through this cloud of smoke.
There's no thing on it anymore.
Everybody needs to roll a Constitution save.
Everybody?
Yeah, I mean, as you move the Vardo through it, the cloud of smoke that your Achaieriders left off, you guys have not spent enough time with these things to develop any kind of immunity or any kind of resistance to this.
I'm just, the reason why I was asking is because they're 15 feet tall and we're on top of a 20-foot tall Vardo. So does the cloud go up over the top?
Yeah, I mean, it's a billowing
Okay.
cloud of smoke that's
Out of their butt.
Do we have advantages or no?
You
It's
do.
like butts.
Civ, you have advantage from Obsolete Gamer. Fahima, you have advantage from Mickey Wolf 19, but it was countered by Emperor Bud Patine. James, you have advantage from Half-Blood Phoenix Fire. Ugo, you have advantage from Golden Sniper 41. Lily, you have advantage from Druids Warlocks Oh My.
Dude,
There's also
you
some
get disadvantage?
cards.
Hi.
What the heck? I was the only one who got disadvantage?
2 Forces of Good for Ugo.
Wow.
1 from Patrick Edge and 1 from Changebox.
Nice.
And a Force of Good for Lily from Changebox.
Change box, thank you.
Patrick, Edge, and Changebox.
Yeah.
Change box.
And a Force of Evil for me, of course.
Yay.
From
Going bad
Twinsen?
enough for me. Yeah, from
Hey.
Twinsen.
Yeah, Twinsen.
They aren't going bad enough.
All right.
Sorry, Changebox and Patrick
Edge.
Edge, thank you.
Okay, so
Yeah, let's read yours, buddy.
I have to roll 44.
Yeah. What's the save? Con. What's the?
Just give me a second.
Oh, sure.
All right. 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1.
10.
2 plus 1.
Oh, I'm sorry,
1 plus
6.
1 plus 2 plus 1.
Yes.
Who gets that reference?
Clue.
Anybody
Is that-
else? Oh,
1
yeah,
plus
said
2
it out loud.
plus
What?
1 plus 1.
Yeah, you get the right. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Plus 1 plus 2.
No.
Plus
No,
1.
no, did you get that reference?
Just
Okay.
me. Wow.
Okay, it's called make a
I mean, I've
reference.
seen-
Roll 4 d4s, then say 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Ask how many people got the reference, then read this. Make an 80s movie reference, and however many players don't get the reference, take that many points off each enemy's AC for the entire fight.
So 4. Nice.
What's it from?
Clue. It's a great
I
movie.
like that movie.
Don't remember it, clearly.
Plus
Who
1
says
plus
it?
1.
1 plus 2.
When they shoot, when they're counting the bullets in the gun and he
Haven't seen that
shoots the
movie in so
chandelier.
long.
Ah, so good. Such a good.
Flames,
I know, I keep
flames,
wanting to watch it.
Side of my face.
Maybe I should have said that one.
Breathing.
All right, so
I would've gotten
4
that
off
one.
the AC. Okay.
Nice.
Con saves.
Yes.
Everybody writes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
What's
is.
going on?
Yeah. And what did you get?
19.
20.
13.
17.
21.
Okay, so James, you take.
Luckily, you're inside the Vardo.
Yes.
Oh, should we read our cards?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
probably
1 second.
should.
Any damage.
18 points of damage,
Ouch.
and you are confused.
Oh.
Rob, would you look up
Another
confusion
1
for me?
hit point.
Yeah,
See how it-
yeah.
how it
I think it's a 1d8,
Yeah, I
and
think
then
so
they
too.
choose,
Whoa.
that decides which direction they go.
Yeah, and then you guys can read your cards.
You hear me hacking, coughing, like dropping to my knees, like almost like coughing.
Are you
my
guys
lungs
inside
out.
at this
Yeah,
point?
I am.
Yeah.
D10.
Yeah.
Roll a D10.
D10.
Unless there's something better.
I mean, I would save that because that's pretty powerful.
10.
Yeah.
Creature can act and move normally.
Oh, okay.
He gets another save at the end of the.
I rolled a D10, or he was.
Well, it says, and you roll the D10 technically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you made your save, but you took damage.
Actually, technically says the affected target must roll a d10.
Okay.
At the end of each of its turn, the affected target can make another wisdom saving throw. And then it ends if you save.
So what happened to it?
He rolled a 10
Yeah,
or 9, so you can act and move as normal
Oh, okay.
this round.
Got it.
Make another save. If you fail, you roll another d10.
Got it.
So on and so forth.
What are your cards?
Yeah. So I got from Patrick Edge Voodoo Doll. A voodoo doll of a selected enemy appears in your hand. Select a number to decide which limb to strike. 1 for head, 2 for torso, 3 for arm, 4 for right arm, 5 for left leg, 6 for right leg. Say aloud the number and roll a d6. If you roll the number you call, the limb is crippled. Just because I wonder what happens when someone's head is crippled, we're gonna go ahead.
It's not a limb.
It listed it as
now.
Oh, okay.
but I did not roll it, so that's nothing.
Dang.
And then I also got Thundercats. Whoa. Thank you, Changebox. You start chanting Thundercats, 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 ho, which I will do when I use the card.
Yeah.
As one enemy makes a con saving throw, DC 15, on a failed save, the enemy takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed back 15 feet. On a successful save, half damage, no pushback.
Okay. All right.
On my turn.
So,
I have
Lily, you said you're. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I have one. Cupcake from Changebox. A cupcake with sparkles appears in your hand. It's a freedom of movement cupcake. For 1 round when eaten, movement is unaffected by difficult terrain. Spells and other magical effects can neither reduce speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained.
That's great.
You can also spend half your movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints.
That's great.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Okay. So, you guys are continuing to go, right?
Yes.
And then I'm gonna, hearing Uggo and James getting in the back of the Vardo, I'm gonna throw Bardic Inspiration to, well, I would have thrown it to you because I heard you hacking up along.
It can't heal me.
So,
But yeah.
I know, but I
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
can't really do much, unfortunately, driving healing wise.
It's all right.
All right. So, you guys, you are kicking snapping your reins and kicking these things into high gear, and you're out,
Yep.
going as the ground. How long does that last? 10 minutes?
Till they
What?
rest.
Till they rest.
Till they rest,
Woo.
yeah.
So the trees recede, the ground recedes, the rocks flatten and even out, and the road opens up in front of you. And even though your Achaieriders is injured and there are 2 people on top, you're gonna go fast?
Yep.
All right, you guys tear away
Whoa!
into the open, not road.
We'll have adverse effects if we keep running this Achaierid who's hurt.
Possibly, if too long, definitely, yes. So you make it away, right, from this fight. This is what you're intending to do,
Yep.
get away. And you do, and Fahima and Civ on the top of the Vardo turn back and look and see this thing that used to be a wolf but now looks like a humanoid, look back at you and then turn to its still enchanted, perplexed groupings, and it kind of goes down and out of sight as you head off into the distance.
That's not good.
I would, as I'm sitting there, I'm down to 1 hit point after that cloud.
What? Oh, I'm gonna give you my.
Don't worry about it. I mean, maybe, but I'm gonna use, does anyone have some orange slices I got from Mr. Whisper earlier? So I'm literally gonna reach out and pull out a bag of orange slices out of the back of the Vardo and take, and heal me for 10 HP.
Ooh. Right. So you guys are on the road, having escaped a hijacking of the Vardo by the flock, and an even more perplexing attack from a series of wolves that looked absolutely hideous
Yeah, those are crazy.
and terrifying.
Those are Jeffs.
Oh, those are Jeffs.
Another man.
I'm gonna attempt to take a short rest in the back of the Vardo.
Same.
All right, roll your hit dice.
Perfect.
I'm gonna clean up this very messy table.
I'm gonna climb back down into the driver's seat with Lily. Can I examine the Achaieriders' damage from while we're moving?
Yeah, roll a perception check. You have advantage from TK421.
Thanks, TK. Yeah, I mean, that's a 19 plus 6, so 25.
It looks pretty bad. It is, it's
Sorry.
pulling the, and you guys are still going at a very fast rate, right?
Right. Once we get a little ways away, I'm just gonna put a hand on Lily's hand. It's all right. You can slow down a bit. Are you all
As you-
right?
I'm fine.
Ease down.
And as you, ease back on the throttle, so to speak, the Achaieriders, you can see it is clearly injured and nursing its, the back of its neck, bloody, the feathers matted with thick blood. And it winces in pain every time it takes another step with its 4 long legs.
Am I able to touch it from where I'm sitting, or if I can
No.
see the end of where the how hard would it be for me to reach out and?
These things are a ways out. You could, I think it would be difficult to do it while in motion. You could certainly stop the Vardo and do it.
How many feet are they away? Like 6, 10?
Not that many, more like, probably about 5 or 6 feet, yeah.
A long ways for Lily.
You don't have to.
Imagine a stagecoach, right?
Yeah.
The stagecoach driver wouldn't be able to reach out and touch the horse necessarily.
Yeah.
We could just switch it out with the one in the back, if you want.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to stop anyway.
Are you sure?
I think we should switch it out so we don't hurt him anymore.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, but then I can help heal it.
All right.
Yeah.
If this is done within an hour of where we've been, no, we should keep going.
I was thinking we were a ways away. How far away from the fight are we?
Depends on how long into this drive you're having this conversation.
So when because the card effect parted the trees and smoothed the stones, were we able to go off into a thicker part of the
Yes,
woods?
absolutely. The woods itself, because of the amulet's magic, it's almost like parting of the Red Sea if the Red Sea were trees and rocks and shrubs.
Right.
Things bend and a path opens up. It's not paved, it's not a road, but it is a path through the trees that allows you to go where a cart really wouldn't be able to go.
And they go back to normal after we pass through too,
That's right.
We need to get back to the regular path.
Right. Well, this is going to last for a while, until the birds rest. So as long as we don't give them a rest, we're fine.
I'll peep over.
The birds have been run hard and are injured. At least one of them is injured, and they seem spooked and a little
I think we need
frazzled.
to.
But you certainly could keep running them now, but they will need a rest fairly soon.
I think we don't necessarily need to rest right now, but I need to at least heal them.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If we
Yes.
just stop momentarily, long enough to switch the 2 birds, you can do your healing, and then we get right back.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So I'll slow the reins and hop down quickly and go around so I don't want to startle.
I'd like to
Achaieriders.
jump down and just assist her.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a question. How long has gone by since we start doing this?
I'm thinking 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
I'm still short rest.
Because we're also putting all of that terrain between us and them too.
Yeah, but dogs can smell.
I know.
So
That's why we're stopping for 5 minutes. And
cool. Yeah. I was just making sure it was a good amount of time had gone by before we decided that was
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm still recuperating in the back of the Vardo.
Yeah.
I was messed way up.
Yeah, we both were.
So I will go down so the Achaieriders can see me, make eye contact so it knows, and put my hands on the wounded one. Because only one of them is
That's correct.
really
Yeah, only one.
wounded. And do cure wounds, because it got bit, right? It didn't have an effect.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just was wounded, pierced.
See.
We got some balloons. Helicopter. Armando 89. Just Jules. The Carson. Zach Mac 09, TK421, and others. Thank you so much.
Everybody.
Your post.
While she's healing it, I'm gonna start undoing the ropes on the one in the back and bringing it forward to replace the one that she's healing.
Okay.
And since I watched that guy and got my auto success on it,
Yeah.
hopefully I can do that
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are just taking a quick pit stop.
Yeah.
Swapping out the bird in the back for the one in the front, right?
Yeah.
And Lily, you've
So
did that.
I'm gonna do
Didn't
it.
actually
I know.
do but I did it.
I love the fact that you did that.
I'm gonna do it at a 3rd level, so it's 3d8.
Okay.
I just realized we should probably label each of them so we know which one is which.
If only they had names.
They do.
They do. There's pancake.
Pancake, Blefplanata,
And
and,
Scout- and Lanthai.
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, we need little.
So Blefplanata
Little
got moved
flags
to the
or
back.
something.
Yeah, Blefplanata
Blefplanata always
got
move to the
pierced.
back.
So regain 20 hit points.
Oh, okay.
And I'll use prestidigitation as she's doing this to kind of clean up the blood too. So we're gonna make this bird good as new.
Yeah, so you guys, you make the Vardo come to a stop in the thicker area of this forest, and you all hop down. Civ, you run over and you remove the harness from the back of the bird and take it around back. And Lily, you're right behind with your hands pressed up against its wounded back. I mean, this is a tall bird. In fact, you would probably have a hard time reaching that. You'd put it on its legs, and a warmth, a light courses through your body, courses through your hands, and you see it. It's not back to full health, but definitely the feathers gain a little more buoyancy, and the plumage returns to its normal. You see the wound seal back up. There's still blood on the feathers, but it seems like the wound itself has mostly healed.
I'll give him a little ration for a
All right. You hold it out, and
to like kind of calm him down.
Lily,
these things are like you guys, except for James, of course.
Yes.
I wish I could do what you could do. How
Heal?
useful is that, to heal? I can't do it at all.
Maybe you can learn. You seem pretty good at learning stuff.
I could certainly try, but trust me, I have tried very hard to learn healing spells, and it just
Doesn't work?
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I can't light myself on fire.
does
What's
feel a
the
bit better, yes.
letter D in the book?
What's the what?
What's the word at letter D in the book?
D is for.
Ding dongs.
Dog.
Duragar.
You're gonna put me on the spot like that. What's a good D word in this?
I can come up with one.
Direwolf.
Direwolf.
Dagger. That's
Dagger, or
dagger.
Dagger.
The D is for dagger.
Dad.
Don't make other things about Dad.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh,
Dad.
dagger, same thing.
Had anyone seen anything like those wolves before?
No.
No.
Nope.
Lily,
Yeah?
I think James needs your help too.
I'm feeling a little better.
I'm good.
I can hang off for a little while.
I'll go and James, you're okay?
For the moment.
I did push-ups till I felt better.
Oh.
He did. It was very weird.
By the way, the sun is getting low in the sky at this point as well. You guys are, I mean, it's heading toward night. That fight took a while, and you've been, running from that location for a while. Even before that, it was, getting to be midday, so things are getting closer to darkness.
Do we know if there's any place along the road a day's travel away from Winkberg? Like, is there any kind of,
I don't remember.
roadside stop or inn or resting point?
Not a day's travel, no. There is
Truck
a
stop.
there are towns along the road north of Winkberg. There's a town called Marsh that's the closest, but
How far is Marsh?
Marsh is more than a day's travel. It's more like 2 or 3.
Okay.
We're
Why
only,
don't
like a half day's travel?
Why don't you see to them, and I'll drive the cart for a while.
Are you able to?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel fine.
We should get back to the road.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Is I'll veer it back that way before the effects of the amulet go away.
All right. Yeah, I'll hop back in the back and just check in.
And to make sure we all have room, I'll hop up on the front.
I'm giving James the silent treatment. Just so everyone knows.
Do you say that? Do you actually say aloud, I'm giving James?
No, but I mean, I feel like usually I'm like chit-chatting with him or like, oh my God, did you see that? Did you see that? And I'm just like,
It's fair. That's fair.
I'll go, James. Are you all right?
Better than I was.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about those things that were over there that look like giant wolves.
Yes, that's fair.
They look like they could rip off your arms.
They might be able to. Do you either of you need more healing?
I mean, you can hang on to it for now. I'm a bit better. Thank you.
Like I said, I did push-ups till I felt better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we stopping for? When are we? Want to go a little further?
A little bit further, we're trying to get back to the road because
Right.
this effect of the forest parting is going to end pretty soon, and then we're going to be.
We should also find a good place to
Yes.
sleep.
Right. Maybe. I look out the window. Do the woods look at all like the woods that those wolves ran out of?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same general area. You guys haven't gone that far that the topography would change that much.
It wasn't like the woods that they came out of were like
Special.
evil-looking
No.
woods, right?
No.
Okay.
It just happened to be woods
there's your
through
problem.
which it was difficult to see. Which
You
is
drove by the evil woods.
It seemed that
It's the only road out of winter. Everybody has to drive by the evil woods.
No, not evil
It's marked on the map.
Not evil woods at all. They were they just happened to come from that direction in through the tree line.
right.
And one of the reasons it looked so eerie is because the Achaieriders, made smoke come out, so they were literally leaping through black smoke.
Can I make some kind of Arcana history nature check to see if I can determine why the wolves looked so weird? You know, like where they may have come from.
From memory, just from memory of what you saw. I mean, there's nothing to check right now.
She saw one of them turn into a,
She did, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you can do a history check if you like and try to recall.
I'm
See if
just thinking in terms of relation to other creatures, and also, I don't know, like if I never knew of a coyote's existence, I would be like, that looks like a dog, but definitely not a dog. It's more wild.
Yes.
Because it's maybe these things, I don't know.
Sure. You can either, I mean, depends on what the question is. Like, is it magical? You can roll an Arcana check. If you're trying to recall what you think that might be, roll a history check.
Okay. I will roll a
Don't you get +5 to an
history
intelligence
check.
Yes, you do.
I do.
So you do have advantage from Mickey Wolf 19, but it has been countered by Emperor Bud Bettine.
You incur the wrath.
Okay. Regular roll.
You still get +5.
Thank you, Mickey Wolf, for all these advantages that are not getting used. Alrighty. Okay. That's really good. 26 plus 5 is 31.
31.
Yes, if you could throw a little Arcana in there too, that'd be great.
God level Arcana check.
Tell her everything.
This is something that you have likely studied a lot. This is likely something that you have read about a lot, and you are well aware that there are tales of lycanthropy, of werewolves, and were creatures of all kinds. And the fact that a wolf turns into a humanoid that is still sort of a hybrid between wolf and human or whatever, certainly would lead you to believe that that might be the kind of thing it is. However, even with a 31 history check, you have never, ever heard of or seen a wolf that looked like that.
Because it was even bigger than.
Even bigger,
Yeah.
the bones coming out of it, the way its eyes looked, that kind of bloodlust, it seemed different.
Does it appear to be as if a mage had kind of created this, like an owlbear, or is it like just?
I mean, that's not something a history check would reveal to you. I think you certainly don't recall anything that you've ever heard of that would look like that, and you don't understand why it would be so different. The lycanthropy part does seem like something you know well and have heard of, and perhaps even Fahima was interested in. It is not something that you see a lot. It's whispered about. People don't even know if it's truly true, truly real, but there are tales of people turning into this hybrid wolf thing.
And they're born that way?
Some are born that way, some contract it
This is during the day, too.
during the day.
And why these people who can turn into wolves, what do they eat?
Carnivore.
Well, they're carnivores, yeah, they're carnivores.
And they eat humans? Humanoids?
Depends on the creature. They're not inherently evil just because they're lycanthropes.
They're not inherently evil. Okay. And they
That's
run-
not something that you would think about them. No, that's
But again, this is a new kind of like.
it's not something that you've ever experienced before. That the look of them, it's not something you've ever heard described. It's not something you've ever read about. That specific kind of look in the wolf form was strange and terrifying.
Did they seem intelligent?
The one ran over.
You didn't get much exposure to them. They certainly acted in a pack mentality, but you didn't stay around long enough to really find out.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Are you telling us this?
Yeah, I'll kind of like pop my head over the entrance of the portal. Hey guys!
You're still on the roof?
Yeah.
Okay.
You think you like it up
Still
there?
on the roof.
All right.
Not gonna be in the same room as James right now.
I hope you're tying yourself down.
Some of us,
I'll be upstairs.
some of us crush clams. Some of us push birds off cliffs.
I'm gonna hand you
I do not say that.
the leather strap, and I'm gonna actually ask you to tie yourself down to something up there.
A seatbelt.
In case I need to go very quick, very fast, very short amount of time.
Or get inside the Vardo.
I don't think she wants to
I
be
need
inside for
fresh
some
air
reason.
right now. Meep and I would like some fresh air.
Makes sense.
So my idea is that I'll veer back to the road.
Okay.
And then travel until I either see a great place to camp for the night, like a place that's maybe like a clearing so that we could see these things coming if they track us down.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be exactly what I would look for.
Okay.
While we're going down the road.
So again, the terrain continues to morph and change to be more conducive for your travel, and you find yourself out as the trees bend and twist their way out of your way, as the ground levels itself, and you find yourself back on that road. There, you travel a ways, but again, this is a very well-traveled trade route. So there are areas that are not too far off the road that seem like they have been used before for,
Like old campsites.
yeah, I mean, you're not gonna find supplies or anything there, but more like little clearings, little areas that seem to have been used for pit stops or, there's no signs
of them have, sorry to interrupt you.
Sure.
Do any of them have like a fire pit?
No, it's nothing that well tended. It just seems like, and it's been a while since anybody used this trade route. The trade routes have been broken to Winkburg for a while, but it definitely seems like the kind of place where someone, maybe hacked a tree down or, cleared out a little bit of brush in order to pull over to the side or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, once I find something like that, I'll pull the cart off to the side, and then I'll shout back to the rest of you. I think this is as good as it's going to get. It's a bit of a clearing. That way we'll at least see them coming if they attack us in the night. I think we should build a fire. I'm hoping that they are deterred by fire like regular wolves. Unless any of you have something that could mask our scent.
Not really.
I could try to. Can I use survival to try to hide our trail? And
Sure, how far back are you talking about?
I would say probably within distance eyesight of where we are.
Yeah, just sort of trying to
Just
cover
sort of-
tracks?
Yeah, cover tracks. Mess with smells.
I don't know,
The normal
How would you mess with smells?
pee.
Okay.
I'm just saying, this is survival.
you're still-
No, I just want a
Quote,
description of what you
unquote,
intend.
mess
I
with
got.
smells.
Yeah, I'm not
So-
using that though. That's for
Okay.
a good time. We go to the party.
What did you
Okay.
suggest?
The perfume.
The perfume. No. That's being saved for the party. Okay.
I can flavor water, like pee.
I'm not. What? Why would I drink pee?
Not to drink.
Not to drink it.
I mean, you said I could flavor water. What flavoring is for
It's fine.
taste? I don't know.
I assume
It's
it
a
will
bad
also
idea.
smell like
I think-
pee if
I
it
think- I'm
tastes
sorry I
like
asked.
pee.
I think it would be better off.
So
Someone
Uggos
asked.
Yeah, I mean, I just
20 minutes to decide. I'll go.
Look it up.
So,
Can you press to digitate water into urine? Someone look it up.
You have advantage from Uggo Dumble Thistle. Dumb Thistle. And there is a force of good for Fahima. from Gorbin Played. Gorbin Played.
Corbin played. Thank you.
13. So you kick the dirt off, walk down the road a bit. You guys have been on the road a little while at this point, so you're kind of smoothing the dirt, trying to cover the tracks. You do a fairly good job of it, and as your companions are watching you do that, you kind of turn and urinate on the side, trying to cover up the scent of the Achaieriders, which are animals that have a pretty potent aroma to them. These are not subtle creatures by any stretch of the imagination. They literally secrete black smoke, so they're not creatures that are given to stealth. But you were able to do that. I don't know how much cover it gives you, but it's something. And you've certainly cleared out the wagon wheel tracks on the road, although it is a fairly wide road, and there have been tracks for years and years and years on this thing, so it's not the fresh ones you've cleared over.
Just applying the normal survival and
Yes.
stuff.
No, it's great.
My force of good is called James's Brown Beard. You suddenly feel a beard growing, and you feel like you're the most interesting person in the world. Add 1d4 to your next persuasion check.
And you have a beard now.
Until I make a persuasion check, can't it just grow when I have to make my persuasion check?
Yeah, you go when you have your.
I don't want another beard.
I kind of want to see art of that. I think it looked pretty good on him.
Yeah.
Well, that card specifically said you have them until.
Yeah.
True.
This create campsite, is that going to be super ostentatious, or can I make it a little smaller?
You can make it smaller. It requires the materials that you have with you. It doesn't supply materials, as you'll notice by reading it.
But we have a lot of materials on the
You do indeed.
Vardo.
Vardo.
Wagon's fine too.
And all our
Wagon.
bed situation is in there.
Right.
Like,
That's true.
Yeah, you don't need to
comfortably.
make a
Yeah.
campsite. You can sleep. It's a
Yeah.
camper.
Right.
True. How big will Leon's tiny hut fit over that?
No.
Dang.
Game mechanics question. Is this the type of harness on the Achaieriders where we need to take it off every night and make sure that they don't get like the saddle?
Yes.
What are they called? Saddle
Sores?
Saddle burn?
Thank you. Yeah. So I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah. These birds do take care. You need to care for them. You need to give them rest. You need to give them food. There are sacks of food that were placed on the Vardo before you left by the Duke and by Preet, and you've got about a week's supply of feed. So you can feed them. You can take their harness off, sort of rub their feathers, and give them a bit of time to walk around. They are birds that will need to sleep as well.
Now, is it another one of those things where, like, at night we have to tie them up, tie them to the?
I mean,
Vardo?
they'll stay around. They're well trained enough that they'll stay with you.
They're also loyal, right?
Yeah, they're very loyal, and we have the feet.
Imprinted on us.
So we don't have to bind them to the Vardo. They'll just stay with us.
They'll stay with you,
Okay,
and they'll
great.
sleep nearby. Yeah.
Great.
I'll assist him in removing them, but I'm also taking the time to thank each one of them.
Oh. All right.
Yep.
So
In their own way,
Food, water,
Yeah.
brushing them down.
yeah, and it takes a while, right? This is not a short process to tend to the animals, and you do, Lily, you have healed the one Achaieriders mostly. It still has a few points of damage, but and it seems shaken. These are animals that are young, as you heard from Wheeze when he gave them to you. These are not fully matured Achaieriders, so they are not as experienced with with travel at all. This is the first thing they've pulled. These are the first roads they've traveled, and combat, certainly the first time they've seen that. They're vicious survival animals, but this is something that's relatively new for them. So if anybody wants to roll an animal handling check to maybe calm them.
Yeah.
I
where I
will.
was going.
Sure,
with it,
go ahead. You have advantage from Saber Gamer.
Thank you, Saber Gamer.
Can I as well?
Sure, Fahima, you have advantage from Mickey Wolf 19.
Thanks. It's not countered? What? Wow, what?
Quick, somebody counter it.
You do indeed, Lily.
Whose side are you
Beard
on?
and strength.
Beard me strength.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Did you get an awesome?
Yeah, I got an awesome. Thanks to Beard me strength.
Did you get
I got an 18, but I'll be assisting him if you want, so you can reroll.
Well, Uggo, you're sort of a little clumsy at it and a little rough with them, perhaps. Maybe you even are a little worse for wear from the fight. You had a short rest, but you're still, you're still perhaps adrenalized from that, and the Achaieriders might sense that and be a little shaken. But Lily, you just exude calm and connection with them with your awesome that you rolled. And even just standing next to Uggo, there's a sense of peace and calm that the animals pick up from you, and they seem to center themselves and settle down.
I imagine they make like a. No.
It's more like a.
Surprisingly, also calm Uggo down a little bit.
I think I'll try and while I'm
A
petting
little
him.
less cute.
They're not cute creatures.
Not cute.
Yes, they are.
They speak infernal. They're not cute.
They're not cute.
Or they understand infernal.
That's a good point.
I'll try and if I can get them to kind of settle down for the night.
Okay.
So if I can kind of get them to burrow like we saw them sleep before.
Yeah, they tuck themselves and they stay standing sort of like flamingos. They stand on their long legs but they and they tuck in their beaks, kind of tucked into the feathers. What are the feathers that are in the underbelly called?
Plumage?
Down.
Yeah, the down. And they sort of ball up. They are standing on these 4 long legs and these balls of feathers, red, yellow, really beautiful feathers. Those little antennae that are on the back of them folding down, and they settle, Lily, as you calm them and pet them. And you're only able to do their legs, but they really have a connection with you in this moment. And
Are their heads down or can I kiss their heads?
Oh.
I don't know if they would get down to 3 feet, but
I'll conjure you a stool.
Nice.
I'll take my stool and kiss each of their
That's very sweet.
yeah.
It's good night.
James,
Yes.
do you think we should build a fire or no?
We could try.
I think the fire might deter the wolves if they show up, but if they're not normal wolves, or if we get more...
I think we're a big moving target either way, so
So we might as well have fire. then.
yes.
Good. I'm gonna go collect some dead wood and
Roll a survival check.
and build a decent sized fire.
You get advantage from TK421.
Thanks, TK.
All you
your
need is
post.
kindling and we'll just touch it.
All right, well then I'll just get wood.
You
Put my hand on it until
human
it's
kindling
fire.
over here.
16.
Human tinderbox.
Yeah, you're able to pretty easily find burnable wood in the woods.
While he's doing that, I will sort of step off alone by myself and pull out some chrono seeds.
Okay, all right.
And I'm feeling a little, I don't know, worried about what's ahead of us. So, I scratch a hole in the ground with my dagger and I plant a chrono seed. It's been a minute.
Okay. So you pull out the sack that you found way back in the fallen lodestar, and you pluck out this large seed and plop it down into a bit of soil, cover the soil up, and in a matter of seconds, you see it go like a time-lapse video. A little vine pops out of the soil and unfolds in a beautiful flower, colorful. Just in a matter of seconds, it just.
Okay, here we go. And I lean in and sniff.
All right, you put your face down, take in a big scent, and boom. It's like you're going down a tunnel of sensation, and you have this incredible scent in your nose, these smells of dirt and soil, of rock, of, what is that? Sulfur. You smell, it's moist and wet, and it smells, it smells of smoke. And, what is that? It's a smell of fear. In your back. In your back. And you look down and the flower itself wilts and gets old before your eyes and fades, and the petals all fall off of it. The leaf atrophies and the stem collapses and it turns to dust.
Okay. I don't say anything.
Fahima,
What?
clunk. Do you mind?
Right.
Are you all right?
Actually,
What?
Meep is gonna, I mean, how long does that spell last? How long does Dragon's Breath last?
Well, we've been traveling for
Hours. Not now.
Does it have an end time on it?
It
Is it it's
Probably
not for
1 minute.
always?
forever.
It is 1 minute. Dang. Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Okay.
But Meep can also.
She'll flutter down, and as I touch it and produce flame, she'll kind of like double it in size and
Yeah, she
we'll
can
create a
control
fire.
flame at will, and so she's, making this campfire warm and full and bright.
I'm gonna take some of the rations that we have inside of the Vardo and heat them up so we can eat a warm meal instead of,
It's a nice idea.
dry.
So as you sit there, off the road a bit, in a clearing, your purple and wooded Vardo sitting there, your 3 Achaieriders birds balled up, sleeping, snoring. The light of the fire reflecting off the side of the Vardo, the light flickering, and it's a lovely evening. The night descends on you and stars come out. It's brilliant. There's many, many, many stars in the sky. The moon is bright, hanging in the sky. And you have this lovely moment of sitting there by your camper with a fire roaring and warm food being cooked by Civ.
I think we should keep watch. Are you two capable of helping, or do you want to just rest the whole night?
No, I can watch.
I'm good.
Oh,
Thank you for asking.
I thought you got rather injured during the fight.
I said it 3 times now. But I did push-ups and now I feel better.
The rest after.
I don't know how short rests work in terms of healing. So for me, it's like, it goes like, yeah, that's how I feel good.
So there's this thing called hit die.
Yeah,
I already asked them. They both denied and it
Oh,
helped.
thank you.
So, do we want to take?
Shifts.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah, certainly.
I'd like to go first, if that's all right,
Yeah.
since
Fine.
I'm going to be cleaning up all of this.
I'll go first too.
Okay,
Okay.
Who's going second?
I can.
I'll go second. Sure.
And then
I mean-
you'll take the last shift?
I'll go second.
I'll go third then.
So how long are your shifts gonna last? You guys spend 8 hours sleeping and,
So probably 2.5 each?
yep.
I was thinking 3
2?
each.
3?
Yeah.
Well, I think
But we need,
order to get a
we
long
need
rest.
8
6
hours.
full
Yeah.
hours of rest
Yeah.
each person.
In order to get a full
For a
rest.
full rest.
So 8.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So if you do 3 and we only sleep for 8 hours,
Yep.
we're only gonna get 5 hours of sleep, which means we don't get a long rest.
I see. So how many do we need then?
4-hour shifts.
3 4-hour shifts.
Correct. Because then the one
Okay.
person who's on the 4th-hour shift, yeah.
All right. So you guys are taking first?
Yeah.
I'll go, you're taking second? You and Lily are gonna take second? Okay. And James?
Before I go to bed, I'll send off a sending to Lily's mother.
Okay.
Just, Hi, James here. We've left Winkberg, heading northwest. Just wanted to hear about your progress. Are you all right?
Again, that sensation leaving you, that message going out into the ether, up and away from you. And a moment passes, and you hear in your brain, in your inner ear, "Oh, nice to hear you. Things going well? We've gotten our mounts. We're riding sheep. Enos and Arphis. Quite delightful. Thanks for checking on us. Please tell Lily we love her."
Your mother sends her love.
We talked to her.
They're riding sheep, apparently, and doing fine.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Sounds like it fits them.
Yes, it paints quite a picture. Yes, but apparently Enos and Arphis are, we were right to trust them. So,
Thank you for checking.
of course.
That means a lot to me.
I have a question for the group.
Yes,
I thought Hamlet was our safe word.
it is.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yes, it is.
Is it not?
Yes. I apologize.
You apologize.
For what?
Yes, James.
Fahima called Hamlet, and I then proceeded to kill the bird.
Push in Achaieriders with great force.
I'm very sorry, Fahima. Hang
off
on.
a cliff.
Yeah.
You know that they're controlled, right?
I'm not perfect. I
It's
was
the one-
fighting for my life,
It's the
Fahima.
one thing.
I'm gonna go into the cart, and I'm not gonna say anything else.
No, I'm the one who's supposed to be giving the silent treatment. No, James.
You can go in for him. It's not locked.
And when she goes in, Algo says as she's walking away, we've already discussed that sometimes we're gonna hurt things even if you call Hamlet.
We did?
Yeah.
What?
I did. I said it to her last time she told us Hamlet. I said, I will listen to Hamlet, but if a dragon is coming by, I'm not, and she says Hamlet,
Well,
I'm still gonna hit
wasn't
the
the whole
dragon.
part of the conversation is that you have to trust me when I say Hamlet, right?
Right.
I'm not going to call Hamlet on a dragon if it's about to blow us up with fire.
Well,
At
but
least
you
I'd hope not.
But the point I'm making is that might as well been a dragon, because I almost died myself.
It wasn't-
We both almost died.
It wasn't in your control, Fahima.
But you could have just shot at the
Fahima,
the riders.
we both just almost died.
He's right.
Does that make sense to you?
I don't like what I did. It
Please
is not-
respect that.
It is not a good feeling to look something in the eye and then just push it off a cliff.
I think we could have been nicer in that whole battle, if you ask me.
I almost died.
How so?
I don't think we had to attack them immediately.
Lily, I don't know if you've ever seen war before, but I have seen things like this.
I know, Uncle.
Not like that. But when things come, they're coming to kill you.
Correct, but we talked about trying not to kill things immediately, and we didn't even try to talk to them, and we had proof because we saw them in a hostage situation when we went to the camp the first time, and they didn't hurt her. They asked for money. So, we did not have the facts that justified us attacking.
You
We
mean
could detain.
when they first showed up? Is what you're
Yes, we
referring
could
to.
detain and we could trip them or, disengage them.
Or what you did with the wolves.
Yes,
You just completely debilitated
but I
them?
don't know if we needed to jump into immediate death.
Well, I
I
think
tried not to.
Yeah, I think what James tried to do in the very beginning was to scare them off, and it worked to a certain degree.
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying I think we need to do a better job at sticking by that and being careful.
I don't think there's any human on this planet that I know of that, if being charged with axe in hand, would not go, stop it!
Yes, but we can be better than any human on this planet.
I will never do that.
Well, look, how about
That will
this?
never happen.
I'll go.
Yeah,
You see how I'm only mad at James
Yeah.
right now and not
Yeah.
you?
yeah,
You attacked the Achaieriders too,
yeah.
and you know what?
I didn't kill it, but I would have.
Well, you didn't though.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
Because I had the privilege of a choice.
So
James
what?
did not have that one.
There's no choice for the Achaieriders when it gets pushed off a cliff.
Unfortunately, that is correct. And the person you should lay that feat at blame is the two that went over the cliff.
Or perhaps us, as Lily said, because we didn't even give them a chance to talk to us.
Give me a chance? And from the darkness.
Oh.
What? I was like, who?
What?
A werewolf. Please. Don't kill me.
What's your name?
That's where we're gonna stop tonight.
Oh, Jeffrey.
I'm not saying Hamlet.
Oh, now you're not gonna
I'm
say
not
Hamlet.
saying Hamlet.
Now you're not gonna
I'm gonna say Hamlet.
Oh, you listen to Lily.
Lots of fighting tonight.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Wow.
We got some loves. We got some balloons. Dark Knight 1776, Obsolete Gamer, Amra 72AU, Half-Blood Phoenix Fire, Uggo Dumb Thistle, and others. Thank you. Thank you for being with us tonight. This is a fun one.
Yeah.
You guys,
So good.
you guys kick so much butt. I cannot even handle it. It is awesome, and you guys kick a lot of butt too, because I don't think they could have done it without you. It was awesome.
No, literally could not have.
No.
Yeah.
It was extraordinary. It was extraordinary. That was a really fun one. I can't wait to see what happens next. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to. I'm not here next
That's
week.
right.
I'm gonna go through withdrawals.
Me too.
I tell you
Yeah.
what, it's luckily I have lots of turkey as a substitute, but. We're not going to be here next week. As you heard, there's going to be that cool marathon of all the shows.
Yeah, we're all going to try to pop in at some point during the marathon
For
and
sure.
maybe watch a little bit, maybe
so
chat
fun.
with us. So keep
so
an eye
fun.
out.
What a cool idea. But the reason we're not going to be here is because we're celebrating Thanksgiving, which is a time when we talk about being grateful. And oh my goodness, am I grateful for this show. I am grateful for these 5 players who are incredible. I am grateful for this crew and production team who are absolutely amazing. I am grateful for this project because I love it more than I can possibly express. I'm grateful for all of you for watching it because it is only because you watch it that we get to do it. And what a thing to be able to play in this place, on this table, with these people, produced by this crew, with this kind of support. It's extraordinary. It's extraordinary. And it is something that I will be very grateful for every time we get to do it. And I'm gonna be particularly thinking about it this week for Thanksgiving. So I wish you and yours a wonderful, safe, happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at the Dungeon Run. And I can't wait to be back in 2 weeks when we get to find out what happens next and who this werewolf is.
Yeah.
Right?
Until then, yes, sir.
We're thankful for you.
Yeah, we're thankful for you too.
Absolutely.
It is my privilege. Until next time, not next week, next time. Humankind, be both.
To all of you who played along and interacted with us throughout the evening, our humble thanks. And thank you to everyone that shared our adventure. And my respect and thanks to Lol Harrow, Dyson Capes, ages 13, Brrr Ice, The Carson, Kawakazi Reaper, Uggo Dumb Thistle, Dreamblaze, Pheromos, J.B. Lee, Briber, Lurkfish, Fuzz 58, Fahima's Fan of Fire, Fuzz 58 again. I don't know why it's twice. Maybe I'm just going insane. Grizzly Con, who else, Elliot? Dragon Bard, Wizard Lee, Painkiller, Silly, Mama Araban. Mama? Oh no, that's just someone's name. Can't be my mother, she's dead. Pedro P91, Musk Stick Addict, Kaibuk, an obsolete gamer whose viewer submitted Force of Good and Force of Evil cards were used on tonight's show. And don't forget, there will be a Dungeon Run Marathon starting this Saturday, November 23rd at 9 a.m. Pacific, right here on caffeine.tv/The Dungeon Run. Over 110 hours of dungeon running and a lot of screaming. That's going to be a lot of screaming. And because of the marathon, there won't be an episode of the Dungeon Rundown next week. I'm sorry. The Dungeon Rundown, the official Dungeon Run after show, returns Tuesday, December 3rd at 6 p.m. Pacific. Our host, Trisha Hirschberger, will sit down with the cast of the show to talk all things Dungeon Run, from community questions and episode recaps to theories and all the fan art your mortal brains can fathom. The Dungeon Rundown airs right here on caffeine.tv/The Dungeon Run. And while there won't be a new episode of The Dungeon Run next week, we'll be back with a new episode on Wednesday, December 4th at 6 p.m. Pacific. Join us as the Dungeon Run continues. Make sure to follow the channel to get live notifications. Until then, may the dice roll in your favor and enjoy a very happy Thanksgiving all.
It started. As a simple dungeon run. As a simple dungeon run.
Let the dice roll!
In a world where magic exists, anything is possible.
Ah, life is pain. Ah, life is pain. Pain.
Meep, I love you. Come back to me. Meep. 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 We're falling through space. No plan.
The island of Bingle is safe once again. You may return to your homes. And if there are any that are willing, help them rebuild.
Humankind. Be both.